He's been a stalwart of WTM and a big supporter of TPS, hasn't he, Keith?
Yes, big supporter. And he's
17-4 from Toby Davis.
Oh, so
he's struggling. He's struggling. There's no way to put it. He's done 2 outlaps and crashed.
Yes.
He's done a 17-4 on 1 hot lap. That's just not good enough. The nerves are obviously there. Quite
look
clear.
At the time. I mean, that he's got a setup that's good for 1 lap, and that's what he's trying to do. So, essentially, if he pulls in, maybe if he could just quickly hop on him. Very nice, but hop on Toby for a second, because if he's back in the pits and starting another outlap, he's only going to get maybe 2 more laps. He's going to get
he'll get. He does this 1 lap and then a hot lap and then maybe a hot lap after that, but probably not because you need to use softs and they go off so quickly.
So
this is his final chance. This is
his final chance. This is the championship leader, the guy who has the championship in his
under control the whole season.
Okay, yeah. Just one moment. I'm just getting. Just 1 second. Sorry, Ryan. I'm just getting notification that the broadcast is down. Martin is trying to get rid of the green stripe.
Oh, I see. Okay. Damn green stripe strikes again.
Yes.
And now I'm in the mood for commentating now, and I'm not out of the mood.
And look, Ben is ahead of Toby again.
Let's go aboard, dude.
I know. I would love to be telling you guys about this.
Which guys?
Okay, so we're back. We're back up again. I'm just being told by Bruno here. So
we're back live. Okay, we can tell these guys. We were just commenting, weren't we, Keith? Look who's ahead of Toby Davis.
Yes.
And what happened the last 2 times we've seen this? It was almost a prophecy last time around. I was very pleased with myself. 15-6 from Florian Strauss. So he's got a big chance. If Toby puts a great lap in, then that's a wonderful lap from Florian Strauss. It really is.
Because he was at a 15. Toby's fastest lap's a 15.2, and we were already talking strategy. And Florian knows strategy. I mean, he's the V8 champion from this season. Very deserving.
He loves his track as well. He absolutely mullered the field here, didn't he? In qualifying here for Virtual V8 Supercar, should I say, 2011. Evo Simons, a 15.956. Should be very pleased with that indeed. Up to 3rd. It's beautiful driving from Evo. He's come back very refreshed and very, very fast indeed. Of course, he's raced here the last 2 seasons, so he's very experienced. But what I was just saying, Keith, in the Virtual V8 Supercars here at Bathurst, Florian mullered the field in qualifying. Unfortunately, Grief got the better start. Well, not unfortunately, because it was great for the viewership. It was great racing. Yeah. It was beautiful racing between Strauss and Grief. I mean, hammer and tong, no quarter given, and non-expected, and it was beautiful racing, hard, clean racing also as well between 2 great champions. In fact, it was the reigning champion and the champion-elect who were actually fighting at the time, so it was wonderful to see. But he was once he got clear of the Grief, though, he was extremely fast and just motored away from the field. I mean, he needs to go back to the pits right now, actually.
Well, let's hop on with Toby Davis, because he's going to be coming up to the end of his lap here.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. He must be around about 9th place now, I think. 10th place. He'll be starting in the cutting.
So if you drop back through the channels there, I'll actually follow along with the timing here, because this will give us a good indication.
Let him put other people know where everybody else is.
Yep.
Well, we'll catch up with Toby just in a few moments.
Give him a moment to maybe keep it together.
Here's Gary Lennon. He always enjoys Bathurst as well. A big fan of this track. The Rover isn't particularly suited to Bathurst, despite what you would think about with its low drag and good handling. It's actually quite difficult to handle over top of the mountain. And Ben Crooks last year was struggling quite a bit in this exact car, actually. 13th place is Ruslan Barankulov. He's really come charging into this series, and is immediately on the pace. He's in the Nissan Skyline for this event, and it's good to see the Skyline back in the field.
It's good to see it back. Yeah, it is. Unfortunate with the Grief taking a bit of a break from sim racing, not having the motivation. We mentioned. And
this guy, Alberto Nahe, 5th place at Potrero last time around, Keith.
Yeah, I know.
Beautiful drive from him.
Looking good in the M3 here, considering it is not the ideal car for this track.
It's not. Well, the Alpha is very similar, so...
Yes.
I mean, Levesque is showing what can be done with a lower power car, so... But he's just got better and better with Levesque. I'm just impressed more and more and more.
Yes.
I'm quite annoyed that I'm impressed. I'm quite annoyed that I'm impressed even more and more and more, because I have to race him with the Clios. It's quite annoying. Ben Davis now just coming off the track, and we've got Toby Davis about to finish his lap. What has he got? Going to be in the 15s. Going to be in the 15s.
Sector times look good. Sector times look very good.
14. 15, 6, 7, just behind Strauss. That could be crucial.
Wow.
That could be crucial.
Does he?
With his starts, though. With his starts. Sorry?
He's pulled off.
He pulled off.
That's it. That's all our
Toby can do.
Leader is going to do. And look who snuck in there. Chris Butcher, 2:15.9.
2:15.9, just ahead of Evo. Look at that.
Wow. But they have the same time.
9:33 and 9:56.
Oh, okay,
so
sorry.
almost.
Yeah.
But Jesper Torborg, actually unknown to us, has actually just beaten his lap time. Look, 14.766 is done now. So he's been out there and decided to beat his lap time once again.
Yep, he's making a statement. There's no doubt about it. He's definitely making a statement.
Further through the field, we've got Christian Stroys on a 2:32.0 at the moment. He needs to set a lap time, else he's not going to be able to qualify for this event, unfortunately, with that kind of lap time. And 106% cut off at the moment. If I can just do a quick bit of math here.
With the calculator.
He's on a 222.782. Oh, I apologise for that. press the calculator shortcut button. Sorry to the viewers there. Press the calculator shortcut button on my keyboard, and it appears on the broadcast as well. 222.8 at the moment. So actually, Joachim Skaustad and Christian Stroys are in grave danger of not qualifying here, and Joachim Strauss is not going to qualify. So unfortunately, we're going to lose one driver at least before the start of the race.
Well, it's shaping up to be exactly what we were expecting headed into
Who's still out on track, Who's still out on track?
Who do we still
have? Can't find anyone out on track at the moment.
Eric Tveit, 6th place. I know his fan
very nice
here
indeed.
Today. Very nice. The Finns are all.
Him and Levesque have been having a bit of a ding dong in the pre-event practice, and look at that.
Yes.
8 thousandths of a second between them.
I love it. It's awesome. David Yunt, nice lap.
8th.
Slips into 8th. Very nice.
Lennon's out on track, so I think he's got. Yes, he should be able to finish his lap.
Look, he's struggling with the rope. Yeah, that's going to do it.
That's not going to finish that lap time.
No.
Balarka in 10th. I'm very disappointed with him. I would have thought he would be much further up the field. Mervold in 11th. Still going as well, Keith.
Yes, he's still going. He's fine. I mean, again, Mirvold always struggles practice, and then qualifying, and then come race, he's there, and he's all over everybody. He's always complaining. I hate this car. But in all fairness, I mean, his racing has been pretty good. He's shown some pretty good form in some of these races this season.
The pink power comes alive, doesn't it?
It does. It thrives under the pressure of the of racing. Oh, did you see the slide there?
Get it stopped! It's like Nürburgring all over again.
Yep.
I don't know why he does that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't slow down quickly when you do that.
No.
We've got Tony Matthews just ahead of him, going to complete a lap also as well. So we'll see where Tony pops in. Tony's been it's not Tony Matthews. Actually, it's Mika Mustonen. Sorry, I just saw a flash of red and white, and I thought, all over the place there from Mirbo. This stays 11th. 12th Adji, 13th Bramkalov, 14th Asnahi. Anybody else still out on track? I don't think there are, apart from maybe Christian Stroys finishing his lap. He is, and he gets in. He actually qualifies. Well done to Christian there. Right at the death. Ayrton Senna like there from Christian.
Very nice. Well,
we've got 27 qualifiers here, and it's Jesper Torborg who takes first blood, and of course, that what could be crucial bonus point, Keith.
Well, okay, so as it stands right now, the gap is 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
25 points.
25 points.
It's kind of irrelevant between the 4th and 3rd because the poll, it just means that Toby can't have those points.
There's only 1 point for fastest lap, right?
Yeah, so 1 point for fastest lap. If he takes it, it'll be 24. It still stays the same.
So if Torborg wins,
yes,
and Davis is 4th,
yes,
and gets fastest lap, then it's a 27-point gap, isn't there, between those points? So Jesper Torborg would win the championship by 2 points. Is that correct?
It would be 3 points actually. 3 points because there's 28 points between 1st and 4th. There's a 27-point gap at this present time. So if he wins just 1st to 4th.
The 25-point gap. I thought you said there's 25. There's a 25-point gap right now, right?
There's a 28-point gap between. There's a 27-point gap right now.
But I thought Jesper got 2 points for pole.
Okay, well I'm just doing it with just the actual point.
Okay, so Jesper's got 20. Jesper's got 2 more points, so he's 25-point gap between him and Davis.
Yes.
If Davis gets 1 point for fastest lap and 4th, he's still not enough if Jesper wins.
Yes, that's right.
Right, so Davis has to come in top 3.
He needs a 3rd or better. There's no other way to win this championship. It look like Jesper's showing that he's going to do everything he can. Jesper's going to do his job here.
And here is Jesper.
And I mean, I do get a little flack sometimes for calling him the Iceman and giving him some play, but you know what? He's coming here. He's done the pole.
He's put pressure right on, hasn't he?
He's doing what is needed. The pressure needs to be on Toby Davis right now.
And look what he's doing. Keith's practicing his starts. That's been a big weak point this season, right?
Huge weakness. And I'm really sorry, guys. We've been so busy with Touring Pro Series, getting things together to the website. I actually wanted to put a montage together of his starts this season because
it wouldn't be pleasant viewing.
It would have been. He would not have liked it. He would not have liked
nightmares.
It is nightmares because every race he has lost positions, every single race. And the problem is you got guys like Chris Butcher, Toby Davis, Florian Strauss, Berlocka even. He came from 8th to almost 1st. At Salzburg Ring. It's madness. When he gets off, if he does not get off the line, this could totally mess his chances up. And you can see he's practicing it right now to get this right. So, I mean, in all fairness to Jesper, that is his one and major weakness that could potentially take away his opportunity to win this championship here. And
so Sorry, Keith, let's just run through the grid here so we can get it done before the start of the race, because you want a bit of a giveaway to do as well, Keith?
Yes, so get through the grid.
So we'll quickly go through the grid. Tolborg and Strauss in the front row. Davies and Butcher, second row. So teammates there. Simons and Tveit. Levesque and Junz, dark horses there. We've got Gary Lennon and Balaka. And on 9 and 10, row 5, of course. Row 6 is Olimarius Meervold and... Marius Meervold. Sorry, I always say his name wrong. I get in a lot of flack for that. And 12th is JG, of course. 7th row, and a great debut in the World Touring Masters, actually, for Ruslan. He's actually 13th, but that's Nahi in 14th. In fact, Ruslan seems to be quicker in these than he does in the V8s. 15th place is Ben Davies. 16th place, Peter Clausen. 17th place, Ricardo Ast Nahi. And so Alberto has outqualified Ricardo throughout the entire season. So I'm sure he's pretty mad about that. Lee Palmer there in 18th position. 19th place is Jeff Dobbin. 20th place is Mikael Mustonen. 21st, Nicola Ilovano. 22nd, Tony Matthews. 23rd, Jonathan Mottram. 24th is Roy Magnez. 25th, Christian Stroys. Right at the death he got in there. 26th is Andy Bernard. 27th was David Kutzel. 28th was Jochen Salzhag, but unfortunately outside the 106% and therefore not able to start this race. And so that is our grid. So Keith, handing over to you.
Well, the grid looks good. It's definitely going to be a good race. But I just wanted to go through, as you all know, who follow Touring Pro Series, we were having an R Factor 2 license giveaway for a 1-year license to R Factor 2. We were doing it with also the benefit for donating as well too. So if you did donate €5, you would get one entry into the draw. €20 would get you five entries into the draw. Now, we were raising money because obviously the server costs do come out of pocket for us. This is a big passion for both Ryan and I. We also have just recently purchased our own scoring software so we can have all of the history of Touring Pro Series in one place. So we raised a good bit of money, but donations are always open. This doesn't end with just 1 month. Every month there's costs that are associated with running these 6 leagues, the broadcasts, and you name it. So we have 50 entries to the draw here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and do a random number here draw, and I'll announce the winner right now. So just give me one moment. The random draw comes up with Dave Simmons as being the winner of R Factor 2 1-year license. Congratulations,
Dave Simmons. I'm sure we're very pleased with that. He's a newcomer to TPS. Well, he's been following us for a while and enjoys our broadcast and decided to take the plunge by taking part in the Clios, hasn't he, Keith? And
yes, he has.
Been doing very solid indeed. And of course, the Clios is what it is. It is exactly that. It's an entry league for the drivers who don't feel 100% confident in their abilities, but I'm sure they're plenty good enough. But the Clios are right there for the people who just want to get started in the TPS. That's what it's all about. And Dave Simmons has done just that, and have got himself an R Factor 2 license. So
fantastic, yes,
congratulations
it's very
to
good
him.
Too, and also with the plan, the intentions of us moving our leagues over to R Factor 2 in the future, the majority of them, we're headed into what's going to be an incredible race. So I'm going to leave it to you, Ryan, because we're going to get off this line here.
We've got one quick giveaway to do later on also, and we've got the iHood giveaway to give away. Yeah, the iHood app for the iPhone to give away. So for those viewers who are watching, just keep your eyes peeled and your ears pinned back, and we'll let you know about that once it comes to fruition. Of course, we've got a formation lap here once again as the drivers just about forming up on the grid now.
Yeah,
and look how narrow the grid is as well. If you have a good start, it's actually quite difficult to do anything with it.
Yes.
Because if you go on board with Toby Davis, for example, who is one of the drivers who makes good starts.
Where's he going to go?
Where's he going to go? Look at the gap. It's very difficult indeed. We have seen a few incidents, it has to be said, down at turn 1 in the opening lap of these races. A little bit of just a nudge on because it's such a tight, it's a 90 degree left-hander, and just a little tap on the back of a driver and it spins them around. And of course, we don't want that sort of thing to be deciding the championship. So hopefully, we get some good luck going into the first turn. I know Ivo Simons, in fact, actually has been spun around the last 2 seasons we've been here and that first turn. So hopefully, he gets off to a good start also. But best of luck, of course, to all the drivers, and best of luck, of course, more specifically, to Toby Davis and Jesper Torborg, who are fighting this championship out.
It is, yeah, and even Chris Butcher has given it to him. Toby, I think, he commented after warm up as they're before they headed to the grid, saying, "Good luck, guys. Please don't hurt me." I honestly, I've been in his position, and I know what he's feeling right now because I've been kind of bugging him all this week, saying it's his to lose. But you know what? He's shown such good composure this season. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to do it. It's just that weight on your shoulders can make it feel like your car is not fast enough or you're not doing something right. And we're gonna see how the pressure's handled.
I don't know about you, Keith, but I can feel the tension emanating from Toby. I can feel what he's going, because obviously we're both very good friends actually with Toby. Yes. We speak to him quite a lot. We know what he's like, and drivers almost driving into the back of each other there. Just calm down, boys.
Just take it easy.
It's
Toby.
a formation lap.
I wish I could be speaking to him right now, just telling him to just, a little bit of goose raba, just nice and easy. Because, you know what, he only needs to finish fourth. He only needs to tap
the back of Orange Strauss, and he's in on formation lap, and he's in trouble as well. So just need to calm it down.
No penalty.
Because that's a point penalty as well for contact on the formation lap. So just give it good space. There's no need whatsoever for him to be close to anyone.
It is the tension. Those kinds of things come over you, and you don't realize you're doing it. Because you never see that out of Toby Davis in a formation lap.
You don't, and not all six. We've usually been at the head of it. To be honest, this season so far has been so quick.
He has.
Even reigning champion Degree, well, one of the former champions Degree couldn't live with his pace.
Yes.
So it just shows how much Toby has improved. Especially over his first season, but over even last season when he got his first win. Yes. And he's a true championship contender now. Obviously, he's leading the championship. And just remains to be seen whether he is a closer or a bottler, it seems. Is he a Kevin Harvick or is he a Mark Martin?
Well, we are going to find out here very shortly. Standing start. How many cars? 27 cars going to be lined up on a very, very narrow
This is one guy I would not like in close quarters, Keith.
What's that?
Eric Tveit. You don't want him in close quarters. Not because he's a dirty racer. Far from that nowadays. He's matured hugely as a driver over the past year, and another driver just like Levesque has matured massively, but just gets in your face, doesn't he? And you just don't want that kind of guy around you at this particular time. And look at David Junt charging towards the grid also, and they're all gridding. Davis has already angled his car. Look at this. Angled his car.
Really?
He's confident of that start, and just hope he doesn't drive into Chris Butcher like he did at Salzburg Ring. Waiting for the field to form up on the back of the grid. Just David Cuthill coming to a stop now. Looks like everybody is pretty much in place.
Oh, and here's the horns.
There we go, and we're away. The final race of the season, and it looks like to me that Toby did get that good start, but like we were talking about, Keith, there was nowhere to go, and Torborg leading into the first turn. He got the inside line, but of course, now Strauss has gone straight past him. Davis back down to fourth, but it's not a problem for Torborg, I don't think, because look. The power.
Yes.
Straight down here it comes.
That's
and it's nice to see Ivo Simons has managed not to have a problem at the first corner in this event for the first time. So that's great to see. Balak up to 7th. Another great start from Balak. Again, he's on the inside of Levesque at the moment. And it looks like Strauss went a bit wide there. Just managed to get back inside ahead of Chris Butcher. So it's Torborg, Strauss, Butcher, Davis. Interesting start there, Keith.
It is very interesting, but I don't know if I like Toby's approach, but he's being extremely cautious at the start here, which is a good, because he probably knows his pace is good for as the race goes on. But his teammate and also rival some days, Chris Butcher, is in front of him, which puts him right now as not in the place he needs to be, but it's a long race, 41 laps.
The problem with Florian Strauss right here, Keith, sorry to interrupt, but of course the problem here is he's bottled up in behind the Holden. He can't go as fast across the top of the mountain as he wants to, and he can't get that gap he needs to get to the Sierras. And the Sierras can go just as fast as the Holden, if not faster, around the top, and by the time they get to the straight, Strauss is going to be mugged.
It is, exactly. I think maybe Toby realizes that and knows that he can just get on Chris's bumper and just push him down to Connaught straight. What a shot.
Beautiful as he comes jumping over the dipper, pushing extremely, extremely hard. Torbach has no need to push over the top of the mountain because he just put the power down here and pull away by a second or more. And Strauss gets a beautiful exit, actually. A beautiful exit. And Butcher out of shape. If Strauss would just get in the slipstream, but of course you don't get much of a slipstream from the Holden because he just pulls away, look. And now Butcher... Oh, he's too far back. Look at that. He's had a really poor exit from the Forest Elbe, and that's cost him big time. That really has cost him big time. He may not get another opportunity. That could have been it, because Torbach's got the gap, and now Strauss can catch up to Torbach over the top of the mountain. And Davis coming very deep and deep. Not a problem there, really.
I didn't think he was going to stop it.
Butcher out of shape.
I really did not think he was going to stop that.
And here is the battle back. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Nice little battle back here. We've got Tveit, Simons, Velarka, Yunt, Levesque just in behind, Lennon joining up as well. We've got Barankolov with a good start as well, up to 10th. There he is, the Russian. Alberto Esnahi up to 12th, great start for him. 13th, Felix Clausen, also a good start. 14th, J.G., 15th, Ben Davies, 16th, Lee Palmer. We're missing somebody out the middle of the field, I think, because lots of people have moved up a couple of positions. There's Jeff Dobbing, 18th, Esnahi. 19th is Tony Matthews. 20th there is Mikko Mustonen. Just in behind him, almost got off the track. Nikola Livanov thought he was going to drill the back of one of his rivals there, who's been racing him all season, really, Mikko. 22nd is Roy Magnus, right in behind Livanov. Livanov's going to get mugged down the straight also as well by that Ford Power over that Mercedes, and that mistake at turn 1 is going to cost the Bulgarian very, very dearly indeed. And also going ahead of Tony Matthews is Mikko Mustonen. No, is he? No, he's not, because cut right in front of him, Tony Matthews, great driver from both of those drivers. Now, 23rd is Jonathan Motter, and 24th is David Cuthill. So these drivers are a bit lonely. Looks like maybe they've taken it easy, or they've had a bit of an upset somewhere. We've lost Mirvold already, so Mirvold's out of the race.
Well,
not left the server, though.
It's tight on the mountain right now, Ryan. These guys are really close. Butcher had a chance going up into, I think it's Griffin's Bend. Griffin's Bend. He was looking up the inside, couldn't quite do it.
Now this is where Strauss needs to pull away. He needs to pull away in these next few corners. This is crucial. Oh, he's pushed too hard. He's pushed too hard. He's fallen into the trap, Keith. He's fallen into the trap, and that's ruined it.
It has. Now he's going to be... Butcher's going to have a great run. Oh, he's really pushing to keep it there.
That's the problem. He has to push to be able to get away. And he's got a good exit again. Davis, very sideways. Extremely sideways.
Whew, man. Those are the scary moments, because you know that if he gets just a little too far... Oh, Butcher's got to look at the run. Look at the run.
Oh, it's a big run. It's a huge slipstream. What side does he go? Does he go down the inside and then cut back in front when he got down to the braking zone? Or does Strauss brave it around the outside? Strauss braves it around the outside. He knows how to race.
What a shot.
And he knows how to race at this particular track. And he's just about going to fend off the Ford Sierra Cosworth of Chris Butcher. Chris Butcher coming back and in contact!
Contact!
Almost in the wall, Strauss. And Davis! Davis going to take advantage. Down the inside he comes. Davis is going to take third. Through he goes. Butcher lets him know what he thinks of it.
Yes, I love it. But you know what? Very smart. Davis capitalizing on a mistake. Well, not a mistake, but Butcher getting into the back of Strauss. But you know what? I don't think Butcher's just going to let him go. It's not going to be. He's not just going to say, "Here, take the championship." He even posted, says, "I don't want to have to listen to him talk about how he won this championship for the next year."
It's true.
That's what he said.
He can't bear it, and Strauss is not defending. Surprisingly enough, Strauss is not defending, and they're both going to go mug him at this rate. He can't go around the outside at Griffin's Bend, unfortunately. You just get hung out because all the camber's out there.
Oh, look, he's doing it. He did it.
Oh, he's done it. He's managed to off one of them at least. Davies is up to second. Davies up to second. I'm very surprised Strauss did not defend there.
Jesper is clearing these guys. He's 2.3 seconds ahead of this battle right now.
There's no need to drive fast. We're just battling between themselves.
No, he can just take it easy. And actually, Eric, while these guys are battling, Eric Tveit is leading the next pack back.
He's making mistakes everywhere, Strauss. Making mistakes in all the corners that he needs to be fast on. That's the problem. He needs to be smooth across the top mountain. He does not need to be making ragged errors.
No, definitely not.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Keith. You were saying about Tveit.
No problem. Oh, and Berlocka is out.
And left the game, and Cuthill as well. Cuthill out also. Berlocka looks like it's disconnect perhaps. He's just a DNF. Cuthill suspension damage. He's had an accident already.
really early, long race here.
Yeah, so that's a big shame to lose Balaka, because he's one of the contenders, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he was one of the guys that
was right in this group.
Factor. Yeah. Oh, and Strauss is all over Davis. But as you said, as soon as they come out of the hill,
he's pulled away from Butcher, which is crucial.
Yes, it is.
But he might be able to get this stream here, because the Ford isn't too powerful that it can pull away. And look, Strauss is keeping up.
Yes, yeah. The problem is that he's really closing. He's all over him. Look at that.
This could be a move down the inside, you know. He's got the superior. Oh, Davis is pushing very, very hard there.
Man.
He managed to get it stopped just about. He's not going to get a poor exit though. Strauss was actually very gentlemanly there, wasn't he?
Well, the other factor is William Levesque being potentially a one-stopper, but obviously his pace over the next 15 to 20 laps is going to determine if that's going to actually be a factor. Mm-hmm. He's sitting.
Of course, you've got a long way to go, haven't we?
I mean, yeah,
41 laps.
We're talking. We've only completed 3 laps. It's this track. It seems like laps take forever here.
23 corners. The V8 supercar drivers only have to do it 161 times, Keith.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a video actually that it goes through all the corners on the track, and it says at the end of it, and it seems like a breathless kind of video, and then it's well done. If you've earned your medal, you've completed 1 lap of Bathurst. Only 160 to go. It's quite daunting. And Strauss right in behind Toby Davis, looking for any mistake, because Strauss knows what it's like to be contending for a championship. He's won the biggest championship there is to win in Touring Pro Series. He's won the virtual V8 supercars. And he's not going to interfere too badly, I don't think. He'll make any rash moves, which I think was borne out by the fact he backed off, didn't he, into the chase. He could have gone down the inside and braked and dove up the inside of Davis, but decided not to risk it.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good race. That was a good race all around there. What are your thoughts right now on what's going through Toby's head? I'm curious. That was where he
I think he's a lot more settled right now than he was at the start of the race.
You think so? Okay, yeah.
He's got somebody behind him that he can trust. I can't remember Strauss has ever been in trouble with any other driver ever.
No, I don't think so.
He's held in high regard by the other drivers. I do know that. Great respect. Oh, he's hit the wall there coming out of that corner. You can't do that too many times.
No.
I've seen a couple of people get punctures just for hitting that wall ever slightly wrong. And
as it stands right now, Jesper Tolberg does currently hold the fastest lap as it stands. He's at a 2:16.7 is the quickest lap so far by Jesper Tolberg. Davis last lap did a 2:16.8, and he's actually en route to beat his lap from last lap, and actually en route to beat I think Tolberg's time too. So
let's watch.
Let's
find out. Strauss is just having a little bit of a look, just unsettling the driver. It does look quite menacing as well, the 635 in behind. I imagine it's not very comfortable.
Oh, look at that. 2:16.4 by Jesper, and Toby crosses the line. He isn't going to take the fast lap, and that lap's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be very hard to beat.
It is. After the pit stops perhaps, because the fuel will be less after the pit stops. True. That will be very interesting. So, and the drivers will have warmed up as well, and they'll be loving the extra grip. And look at Strauss just holding the slipstream all the way around. I think he's trying to pull away from Butcher, these two. I think what Strauss is trying to do is pull away from Butcher, because then he can concentrate later on in the race just on Davis. Oh, I'd say that. I just need to pull out. Clearly not master strategies like me, Strauss.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually my teammate in Clio's as well. I should be speaking more kindly of him, shouldn't I, really?
Touring Pro Series racing entry with the green roll cage.
Yes, he painted the car as well, which is a beautiful livery, it really is.
It is fantastic. And
Evo is not an Erit out of his sight, is he?
No, he's not. He's actually doing really well. I mean, he's had some struggles this season, but it's good to see him back on pace.
David Junt in behind, quite spread out in behind actually. Levesque unable to keep up. I'm quite surprised by that. Would have thought he'd have a bit more speed than he has, at least right on the back bumper of David Junt, but he's not at the moment.
Tire choices.
Well, they'll all be on hards. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just too difficult to do even do 2 stops on medium, because it's such a long race, 250 kilometers, which is another 100 kilometers than we're used to. So, and here is Barangov and Jay Adji. It looks like it's going to be a good battle for that top 10 position.
What kind of time are we looking at in the pits? Because I'm trying to factor in my head what kind of how the strategy is actually going to play.
It's difficult to say, because looking at about 7 to 10 seconds pit stops. I'm not sure how long he was losing the pits. Maybe around about 15 seconds extra, so maybe 25 seconds. Maybe less, maybe 20 seconds.
So really,
in the pits.
It's all dependent on. Well, it all depends on your pit entry and how quickly you get out. But
of course, yeah.
I mean,
the pit speed limit is 130 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't go past there particularly much faster than that. Well, you go past faster than that, but not. I mean, not like you're going past it like at Suzuka, for example, where you're at absolute flat chat going past the pit lane. Here, it's quite a short shoot of the straight.
It is, yes.
So you lose less time in the pits than you would. But if one of the fast drivers can produce a one stop, then they would be favourites. That's Nahi in 12th. Well, very spread out indeed, actually. It's very unusual for the World Touring Masters. 13th is Ben Davis. 14th is Lee Palmer. 14th wants to be Peter Clausen. I think Lee Palmer just actually passed Peter Clausen because they were in different positions to that earlier in the race. I will get my words out. 16th place is Ricciardo. He's been beaten by his brother once again.
Yes.
And look at these two. The two Supras. At it, hammer and tong. And Jeff Dobbing right in behind Mikko Musten. Been very smooth this season, Jeff Dobbing. Been very impressed by him. He's improved all the time also as well. He's in 18th at the moment. 19th place is Roy Magnez. He's seen off the Panzer Mercedes of Nikola Ilivanov. 21st is Andy Bernard. 22nd is Christian Stroys. 23rd is Tony Matthews. So something's happened to Matthews. He was up battling. Who was he battling with earlier? Keith with Mustonen, I think, perhaps. So something's happened to him. 24th is John Mottram.
Already into the pits.
Into the pits with some big damage on the front of that car. Look at this, Keith.
Have a look.
Just have a bit of a zoom out and turn off the. There we go. Look at the front of that Rover.
Where would he hit that? That's got to be on the mountain for sure.
That's got to be somewhere hard.
It
looks like perhaps S's damage, but it's on the wrong side of the car. Oh, magically repaired. Look at that.
And,
new Rover front end.
A new Rover front end.
But unfortunately, he's going to lose himself at least 40 seconds in the pits there.
Yeah.
And 25th, unfortunately, out of the race, if I actually press the right button, there we go, is Balaka, and 26th is Kutil, also out of the race. And Mervold as well. I don't think Mervold made it to the grid, actually, because he's not sure if it was a DNF or a retirement.
He, maybe I'll get I do see him in the chat there. I'll find out exactly what happened to him.
But Davis has put a little bit of a gap between himself and Strauss. Dangerous for Strauss. He can't afford that really to happen.
No, he can't, because once he loses that draft, he loses all that straight speed.
Exactly.
And it'll just be a slow gap back.
It looks like he's just about grabbing it back, and it's 43.8 seconds there for Jonathan Mottram to show him how long you lose in the pits.
Him now too already, but I don't think it'll play too much.
Has he left the pits now? He has left the pits. So
yes,
Torborg will be lapping him on track rather than in the pits. There he is, just up ahead. But this shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure Jonathan realises the race is going on around him. Another one who's shown himself very, very quick in the Clios, in fact, actually, Jonathan. Good performances at Poznan. Of course, we go to the second round of the Clios next Wednesday at Autumn Ring, where you can watch myself try to make a fool of myself once again.
Yes.
Trying to win a race and a spin.
Yeah, and
like I always do.
We'll have myself and Danny Asbury,
yes.
our media guy running Touring Pro Series Weekly, who has had a couple of additions to his writing staff. So look for next week to have some different opinions in the World Touring Pro Series Weekly, which comes out every Monday night.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of listening to Danny Asbury's opinions. I know, it's very tiresome, isn't it?
Yeah, Danny's always trying to dictate what's going on. But Danny works really hard. And if you're trying to catch up on what's going on with Touring Pro Series, we put out a... It's kind of a magazine
pushing
format.
Hard. Sorry to carry on, Keith.
No, the magazine format, and what we do is put it out every Monday night, so you can read it Tuesday morning, over a coffee. Oh, look at that!
Oh, Davis! Look at that! What area is that, Keith?
That is the S's.
And where has he crashed the last two races he's done here?
Where he wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
carry on. Sorry, Keith.
Ole has actually informed us that he decided not to start the race. So maybe he wasn't feeling confident going into the race. I'm not 100% sure, but that was from the horse's mouth. So
fair enough. Because he was talking about TPS Weekly in there.
Yeah, and
Danny does a great job, doesn't he?
He does a phenomenal job. He's been taking it all on his own, but we've picked up two new writers, Will Marquez and Jonathan Asserclinth, who are going to be doing pieces themselves.
Strauss having a look. He's not having a look.
No.
Davis wide!
Davis wide!
Davis is going to go off! He's not gone off! Strauss going around the outside! Davis sideways! Strauss is through! Strauss is through!
Wow. Whoo!
So that was small mistake there from Toby Davis, and Strauss is there to
and
to
look
pounce.
who's there. Look who's there. Chris Butcher.
It's allowed Butcher to close up. The gap was 1.7 seconds at the Forest elbow. The gap is now just 0.9 between himself and Davis. So that's really helped Chris Butcher. This is where Strauss needs to absolutely ace this corner right here, and he has done. But has Davis as well?
He has as well too. See now, if they go side by side through Griffin's bend,
he has to defend on the inside. Strauss, you have to defend on the inside. You cannot let him on the outside.
You know,
of course, it may be that Davis has got too much of a run. He'll be around the side of him before he even get to that corner. No, he's not. So Strauss should be able to defend. No,
not
Davis.
Even close.
Beautiful break in there from Davis.
Really deep in there, yeah,
very
for sure.
And that was beautifully on the apex as well. Not even a hint of going wide. And it was so quick that Butcher didn't even close, despite the fact he was passing the driver.
They actually made time on Butcher.
That was beautiful.
It was excellent. And maybe,
look at the different lines you've got there, Keith. You've got the outside line, which technically would be faster, but then you've got a tighter line for the next, which is just a kink, but it is incredibly difficult actually in several cars because the cars go so quick through there. There's a little bit of a bump as well, and as you go over the bump, at the curb and the bumping, you lose traction on the rear wheels, and you can often spin the rear wheels up and spin straight into the barrier. It's incredibly easy to do. I remember I saw John Cleland do it several years ago in the Bathurst in the V8 supercars. He blamed the car, but I'm pretty sure that it was his fault. It was just easy. Oh, Davis! You see, that's the danger right there. Oh, it's messed up with the dipper as a result as well.
Do you know what it is? It's the pressure. Strauss is applying pressure that he does not want.
Almost contact there. Was that contact?
No,
if not, it was extremely close heading into the Forest elbow.
I have a really weird feeling that if Strauss stays on Davis like this, he might make a big.
The problem for Strauss, he doesn't want Davis making mistakes. So that allows Butcher to catch up, and then Butcher on the straights is a real danger. So it's kind of you want. Whoa!
Strauss! What happened?
What's he doing?
Oh my
He's
God!
spinning down and down the straight. He's backwards on corner, he's into the wall. He's one side, the other side, spins around and around.
No. What happened?
And gets going again. What on earth happened there? Watch on the replay. Let's go on board with Strauss now. Watch his steering wheel. He pulls out. He pulls out on the crest. Just upset the car. And he went spinning down the straight in one wall, in the other wall.
Wow.
In at the front, in at the back. Oh, that is a big, that is unbelievable. And that is big news in the championship, Keith, because
huge.
Because it leaves Davis pretty much a free run at third. Even if he doesn't get second.
It leaves, we're still on replay there, but it is...
Now back live.
Wow.
And Simons got past to Veit. Sorry, I've missed that. Simons got past to Veit. Oh, and Strauss.
He's going to be...
You've ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, I know. That was looking very, very good towards the end of this race with having him put pressure on Davis, and now...
And what were you saying, Keith? You were saying that Davis would make the mistake.
I did.
And it was Strauss.
I cannot believe Strauss would turn. I can't believe he would turn.
He's turned to the dark side.
Yeah.
He will turn.
The force is strong. But I cannot believe that he would, after all of
the force is strong in this wall.
The force is strong at this crest, is more like it.
It wasn't strong enough to keep the car on the track, I know that much.
No. Oh, man,
that was a strange incident. And Evo tried to mug him, and Strauss drove around the outside of him at Griffin's Bend, so obviously Strauss's car can't be that badly damaged, despite its appearance. But he's ruined a perfectly nice paint job.
Oh, it's such a shame. I was really looking forward to seeing them battle it out. Because
Tolbog an 18-1 on that lap as well. That's pretty slow.
Yeah, actually, the gap looked like it was closing down between Davis and himself. I think it's 4.2 now, but I mean the distance to look at seemed to be close. And I mean, if Davis's paces was 2:17.5 last lap, he actually closed 6:10.
Butcher wide at Forest elbow and hit the wall quite hard. He's looking very ragged here today. More ragged than he's looked for a while. He looked like the old Chris Butcher, not the new Chris Butcher that took a win at Norris Ring. Looking like the one we saw at Potrero.
Yes.
And the one we saw here.
Yes, and
of course this is now definitely Toby's to lose, isn't it?
It is.
We said before it's Toby's to lose, but of course he had other drivers around him, which means Tolbog could kind of win it but now it is all in Davis's hands.
It is. It's all to do with Davis because he doesn't have pressure. He just has to drive his race. He's only got one car behind him that would put him to third. Fourth place is well back, 10 seconds back. So really, pressure's off. That weight that was on his shoulders to start the race can be erased. I mean, he doesn't have to drive with that onus over him that one little mistake he loses 3 positions. It's not going to happen that way now.
And Jesper Torborg went back to a decent lap time that time around. So obviously a mistake on the last lap from Jesper Torborg while all that was happening. And a 17.0 there from Torborg that time around, 1.1 seconds faster than his previous lap, which was an 18.1. So obviously, whatever problem he had, he's corrected it. And Strauss is just about fending off Ivo Simons at the moment, but that car looks pretty damaged. Let's hope he remembers to turn off the damage repair button this time around in the pit box. And that's obviously, we don't see a repeat of Potrero sideways, very sideways indeed. And now that allows Ivo to run up the hill. He's got more power, but of course, it narrows, very narrow right here. We seen Ambrose and Murphy have a big crash there, where Ambrose almost went over the wall in the V8 Supercars back in 2005.
Will he be? He's competing. Is he competing again this year? The Bathurst 1000?
No, he's not competed in that since 2005. Actually, when he went to the NASCAR. Yep.
Yeah, I actually the reason I was thinking of him was because he was at a great run going in the Budweiser shootout. Always loved him. He's just a great spokesperson for racing in general.
Yeah, so he's not particularly well liked by the other Australian drivers, I don't think.
I think
he gets on people's noses pretty easily.
Yeah.
Greg Murphy gets up people's very easily, people's noses very easily, but they seem to like him, whereas it seems to be the opposite for Marcos Ambrose. There seems to be no other side to Marcos. But he's a double V8 Supercars champion, and almost won in 2005 as well to make it 3 in a row. So he's obviously, whatever he does, it gets results. And now here's Levesque. I wonder if Levesque is just... his tyres must be in much better condition than the Sierras, just because it's the Alfa Romeo. But what if he's just taking it easy, knowing he's doing one stop? But taking it a little bit too easy for my liking.
I think it's too... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing coming through. Oh, I love the chase.
Here we go.
Oh,
down the inside.
Clean. What a clean pass.
Beautiful move.
Gunn. Beautiful. I mean, I was talking a lot about William.
That was William Levesque who passed it, by the way.
William Levesque, because he's just a young French-Canadian guy, another Canadian like myself. He's been doing really well.
Oh, Tveit mistake. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
He's showing off that he's got the makings to be a champion, I think. And, for being so new to the Touring Pro Series and having some of the results he's had, he's got a really bright future in any league that he races in, for sure.
Absolutely. It's rather annoying, actually.
I know. Well, he's pushing an old Canadian out, and the young blood's coming in, right?
Oh, if he pushes you out, that's what I can deal with that. Look at the back, right to the inside of the track, and then he's plenty of space to come back across, so he does so.
He doesn't even need to defend. It looks like Ewan's car's gone off a fair bit.
These drivers, just staying behind them. Looks like he's kept that gap very constant all the way throughout. He's in 9th position. JRG has seen off Russell Barankolov. We actually were going to watch that at one point, but we didn't do. JRG is 6th in the championship, if I believe, or is he 7th, Keith? I can't quite remember.
JRG is 7th with 243 points.
So he's had a very strong season once again.
Yes, but actually, as it stands right now, Eric Tveit will be taking that away from him.
Oh, so it's on.
Eric Tveit and Strauss are... Jay Agee has 243 points. Eric Tveit in 8th has 200... Agee has 243. Tveit has 240. Strauss has 234. So, as it stands right now, Strauss is going to go from 9th to 7th. Yeah, everyone's going to swap positions. Everybody.
Alberto Asnahi. He's in 11th. Very low in the 11th. Where is everyone else at? Here's Ben Davis with damage to his car. We're used to seeing that, aren't we, Keith?
We are, and we're also used to seeing the hex that his brother that Ben puts on Toby.
Looking forward to that later in the race if Ben doesn't pick his speed up and ends up. Oh, he's in the gravel as well. Must know he's on the broadcast.
Well, while we have things spread out a little bit, I just wanted to throw a big mention out to a new friend to Touring Pro Series, Viper Technologies. We have Jason Lawson, the marketing man from Viper Technologies, in the house watching his first Touring Pro Series broadcast. He's involved with a lot of iRacing broadcasts as it is right now, and they've been they're a brand new company that have just put together a new racing rig, very affordable, incredible product. You can check them out at vipersr.com. They're very great guys. They have a passion for this. I mean, I've only just recently met Jason and haven't had the pleasure to talk to him for too long, but just in the short time I've spoken with them, the guy is the real deal, loves this stuff, and I can see him definitely being a part of Touring Pro Series in the future, and hopefully he feels the same way too, and he's enjoying the show so far, but we're glad to have him here watching this race today.
We are indeed. We're on board with Ricardo Asnahi at the moment. And closing right up on Miko Mussinen in the braking zone, as you would expect from the M3. Of course, the Supra is no slouch round the corners either, so Ricciardo in that wonderful skin, actually. I really like that skin, that black, red and blue skin. Very nice indeed. And Jeff Dobbing has dropped away from his Supra rival. And so has Lee Palmer. Lee Palmer's made mistakes in there.
Eric
Lee Palmer's way back down.
Sorry, Ryan. Eric White is closed up on Simons. They're really close now, and Strauss has actually gapped a little bit from Simons.
Oh, it's about the same as it was before. Yeah.
Is it about the same?
Yeah,
they were really close going into the mountain.
Pushing very hard indeed. I think Levesque is actually gaining on this group. That's what it seems like to me. He's dropped Yunt by quite a bit, hasn't he? Look at that. Look at the gap back from Levesque back to Yunt. There's Yunt all the way back there. And it seems like Lennon is gaining. Oh, Lennon is gaining down the hill there. Can we just see the descent you have there, actually, Keith? That's a very graphic example of the descent. And they just keep descending all the way down. Still descending, still descending. Still going. Until they even hit the crest on Conrad Strait. It shows how much you climb in the first place. Now it's Veit. Can he get a small slipstream and pull right up on Ivo Simons? Looks like he's able to just about do so. Of course, the low drag of that Rover really helps also. Sarah quite high drag, despite the fact he's got excellent torque and some decent power.
Oh, look at that, getting out of shape under the braking. Oh.
It's Veit nice and tidy through there. Looks like Strauss is struggling. Overall, not pulling away really, is he?
No, he's not. Well, remember, he has suffered some serious damage. That was a big hit he took. Like,
man, look at the side of his car.
Yeah,
sideways as well. Very nice to see. And it almost made Evo go sideways also. They all decided to go off the track and have a bit of a sideways session. And Veit is caught right up on Evo as a result. Evo dived very deep into the first turn there. He's now in a big sandwich. Strauss one end, Veit the other. Levesque gaining. I wouldn't like to be in Evo Simons' shoes right now.
No, and Tveit.
What do? Do you attack or defend?
Attack, defend.
Defend.
Because when you're attacking, you're going to be defending at the same time, right?
Yes. I do see your reasoning there, Keith. It's very good.
That's pretty clever, eh? I just came up with that.
Well, very well done. It's you should put that in the driver's handbook.
I think I should write that down. I think I should write that down for sure.
Yes, you should write that down.
Just a quick note. Talberg's last lap was a 2:17.1. Toby Davis is 2:18.3. Yeah,
Talbot is.
Oh, Butcher's
the field.
Butcher's closed right up. I think he's 0.9 back.
Oh, that's right. Have a look at McPhillamy. He's 0.8 back. Yes, he is indeed. We'll keep this battle because this is the closest one on track right now. It's okay. And Tveit hassling and harrying. And we were saying earlier, Keith, you do not like Tveit in behind you.
No. Well,
nothing wrong. Not a dirty driver. Just hassles and harries you and just sticks his nose in where you don't want it.
And that's what you do as a driver who's chasing. But look who's closing in like hand over fist.
Yes, absolutely.
William Levesque is closed
just
in
like he's woken
massively.
Up. Just thought, I'm in a race and put the foot down.
Yeah. Maybe I should get going here.
It's kind of go time. He's Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, it's go time. Boogity.
Let's go on board with Gary Lennon. He's right in behind all this battle as they come down Conrad Strait. That V8 Rover wobbling its way down the straight. Look at the bit of a wobble there as it goes over the top of the crest, and that's what caught
Florian
Strauss out. Looks like Toby did a very fast lap time that time around. Oh no, there's the new gap there. Sorry, I was telling lies. Yeah, there's the new gap. And Jesper Talbot is in the pits.
Yes, Talbot pitting.
Talbot's pitting. Talbot's pitted.
He's in and he's out. Okay, well, there we go. There we have it. And he comes out in third place.
And in clean air. Beautiful
clean air. Beautiful. Strauss in.
Oh, Strauss in also as well. But they are going for 2 stops, all of them.
I hope he turned off damage. I really do.
Yeah, so do I. Jesper Talbot in third. You can still see Davis, look. He's not lost much time in the pits at all.
No. Well, he was 8 seconds ahead before he went out.
That's very true.
Simons is out in 14 seconds. Strauss is still in the pits.
Oh, he's not done the same.
He did not turn damage off.
Oh,
Florian. This is just not more than...
He's going to be in trouble on Skype later.
Oh.
I'm going to tell him off.
And the thing is these broadcasts, we say this over and over again.
His car does look very nice now, though.
Yeah, it looks good, but it's not going to do him any good 40 seconds later.
Never mind.
Oh,
Florian. So, who hasn't pitted so far? Let's get back to the actual action. Evo Simons has come out. A 14-second pit stop there from Evo, which is very long, in fact, because Jesper Torborg had an 8.5-second pit stop. So, obviously, Torborg's got packs out and decided to... But Motteram's out of the race. We've lost Motteram.
We have lost Jonathan Motteram.
We saw him earlier in the race with a huge amount of damage on the front of his car, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility that he may have damaged his car once again.
Yes.
Oh!
What was
Young's
that?
in the wall!
David Young's
in the wall! Down at the S's, down at the Toby Davies S's.
The Toby Davies S's.
We've seen a Sierra Cosworth in the wall there once again.
Let's have a look and see what he was thinking. Was he feeling
Toby
Davies-ish?
Down the hill he comes. Oh, he's pushing too hard, and he just looked at the rear wheels, and bosh!
At least he didn't
nice
hit those
close-up there of our Dream Pro Series logo.
Yeah, so he took out the Touring Pro Series logo. That's right. which we can also put any logo there at any time as well too.
We can indeed. Any logo we like, we can put on the track. Well, any logo I like, because Keith didn't know how to do that sort of stuff.
No, that's not my department.
And Tveit, fending off William Lebec. Well, yes, we can put any logos we want anywhere. Oh, we're still on replay.
Whoa,
still on replay. My apologies for that. That was a beautiful bit of stunt driving there from Tveit and Lebec.
Davis coming. Butcher's closing in on Davis a little bit because he dropped the wheel and got sideways through turn 1.
Torborg's just 6.4 seconds behind, but it's academic at the moment because Davis finishes third, then it's all over, unfortunately.
Yes, it is.
Despite everything Torborg can do, and Tveit.
Well,
Scott Lebec, right, look at this. These two have been having a bit of banter in the forum. A very, very friendly banter. They do get along. They're both young drivers.
Young superstars in the making.
They are. And watch these two in the next couple of years, especially Lebec. Might take Tveit a little bit longer, but definitely Lebec. Yeah, Levec's one of those ones who likes realism in his racing as well. He actually races with the steering lock very, very high, like the real cars do.
Yes, he does. Yeah, me and him had a little bit of an argument about that because I told him what kind of steering lock I run, and he's like, how can you do this?
Well, you run Springman, so you've got no leg to stand on whatsoever.
No, only in Race 07 occasionally.
And the only reason you don't do it in R-Factor because the Swingman views rubbish in R-Factor.
Oh, Toby Davis is into the wall! Toby Davis!
Oh, you are joking me! You are joking me! Toby Davis, what are you doing?
In the same spot!
I cannot believe
his clip is gone!
I cannot believe it.
Replay! Everyone wants to see it.
In the wall, we're not going to see the replay properly, unfortunately, but it's in the wall again, the same area.
Look, he can't even drive it. It's undrivable. He's into the wall again. He's parking it. He's parking it.
He's going to have to crawl back to the bits. This is the championship right here.
This is the championship.
He's getting going again. He's getting going again.
Can you believe this? Oh, he's going.
Here we are. Here, he can't get it in. Oh, he's got a puncture, you see.
Yeah,
huge puncture. Oh, he's hit the wall hard again. He's going to have to repair it. He's going to lose more time in the pits, Keith.
Oh, my. Can you
this
believe
is another 40 seconds in the pits.
Ryan, can you believe this? Okay, you're still on replay.
I cannot believe this. This is now on live view.
Unbelievable.
He won't be able to get through this corner.
Oh,
go straight on, look. Go straight on. That's more time lost.
A puncture on his front right. Front clip is gone. Oh, let's have
this
a look
is
at the
unbelievable.
Damage. Let's have a look at the damage, Ryan. Before. Oh, he almost takes out Gary Leonard.
Oh, Leonard as well. Oh, Leonard. Wow. Oh, he's hit the markers as well as he goes into the pits.
Can you believe this?
Because he's got so much damage, but still.
Can you believe this?
This is unbelievable. He charges into the pits. He wants to get it slowed down. Because he wants to get it slowed down, he'll miss his pit stall.
Did he go by his pit stall?
No, he didn't.
He's safe.
He did it perfectly. That was beautiful. He's practiced the punches before, I think, Keith.
Okay, so.
But this is going to allow everyone past him.
Well, this is.
He's going to be sat there for ages. There goes Evo.
I am at a loss for words right now because with the battle with Tveit and Lebec,
he had it in control.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
I cannot believe this. He'll be kicking himself.
Oh, I cannot.
I feel so sorry for him.
I do.
I actually feel. Pain.
I feel gutted. I feel my insides hurt for Toby because I know he's led the championship from point A to point Y and he's throwing away at Z.
I cannot believe 3 races in a row, the same corner. And away he goes. That's it. Away he goes.
Wow.
He still hasn't repaired his front end.
He's
turned off.
Sometimes the graphics.
Yeah.
It's probably just the graphics thing, but He's going back out here, and he is now. Where is he? Let's see where he's slotted in.
12th.
12th position.
He's 12th position.
He is.
I mean, 12th position is not terrible, but he needs to be top 3.
He needs 3rd or better.
He's got to get past Strauss.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing. He should be able to get past that's Nahi and Mustonen, no problem, but Strauss is a problem. Oh, it's Nahi! It's hit Mustonen!
There's 2 spots!
That's ahead of Toby Davis. Toby Davis is going to get involved here. Oh, this is...
Oh, man. This is
too much right
madness.
Now. And
this is madness.
Look who's appearing in shot. Every time Toby Davis has a bit of a misfortune,
look
who's in shot. That's Nahi lets him go through. And look who's in shot at the moment, Ben Davies.
Oh, okay, no. Don't let's change the camera or something. Do not. He do not.
And now so he should be able to get Mustard, no problem. These shouldn't be a problem. But then he's got to get past this guy, Strauss. Then he's got to get past this guy, Adji. Then he's got to get past this guy, Asnai. Those two shouldn't be too much difficulty because they haven't been on the pace. But Evo has been on beautiful pace all race long.
Yes,
Gary Lennon has been on beautiful pace.
Well,
Levesque has been very quick.
Have they all pitted? They all have pitted.
Simons has pitted. Lennon hasn't.
Levesque and Tveit have not pitted.
So you should get Lennon fairly easily. But Levesque and Tveit are going to go one stop, it seems to me. Or at least Levesque is. Oh, Levesque's got... Oh,
look at Levesque drops the wheel.
Let's see that. Oh, and Levesque. Beautiful corner there in the end. Actually drifted it through. And yet Esteban was back in the lead as Butcher has rejoined. So Tolbach has about half a mile straight of a lead.
Butcher has pitted. Oh, look how close. Are they close to Butcher?
No, they're not. Well,
yes, they are. Just over the hill.
They are. Well, they both won pit stop to mate now, though. So that's kind of...
True. Oh, look at that!
There's contact between those two. These two are producing some great racing right here. Let's stay with these guys. Never mind the championship.
I'm so pleased with these guys, man. They're driving every race that we've watched. We've had the pleasure of watching these guys race. They get better and better every race.
Lee Palmer getting on the way. Looking back now from Levesque, top of Alfa Romeo, top of his Alfa Romeo, watching Tveit try and manhandle that Rover over the top of the mountain. Look how slided the Rover is. Oh, he's at the wall!
Oh, his tires are gone. His tires are gone. Yeah,
tires are gone. He needs to go to the pits, I think. I don't think he can do the one pit stop.
No, he's been pushing the last few laps. Oh, he hits the wall again.
Yeah, he's pushing too hard. Too hard.
When you get to that point, you need to pit because you're just losing time. Like, look at how much he's lost to him. Over a second.
Split of flame as Alfa Romeo dives into the skyline.
Oh, look! Oh, no!
Right, almost in the wall, almost in the Davis.
Oh, dear. Oh.
The S's are going to be recalled the Davis S's, I'm afraid.
Yes, it is. We're renaming it. We're going to actually contact...
Look who's right in behind this group now.
Yes.
Lennon. I'm
Lennon.
going to send an email to Mount Panorama with a video of Davis crashing each 3 times there.
We really should. We should have it renamed, and we should put his picture up on the
All joking aside, I do feel terrible for the guy.
No, I mean, I know I've said I want it to be a great championship battle and everything, but I would never wish it upon anyone to lose it that way.
It's a shame for it to be decided like that. It's not decided just yet, of course. I mean, you could see Tobo do the same thing.
We're not even halfway, Ryan. We've done 16 laps of 41.
Oh, don't tell me, man. I'm already exhausted.
The fact that has happened, and I only caught it because I've got my own R factor watching Toby and only Toby. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Oh, I'm just watching him go through there. The S's. His car's messed. He can barely even get through the mountain.
I don't think his car is fully repaired, you know.
No, I don't think
sometimes
so either.
Sometimes they don't fully repair it. 3 seconds behind Strauss. I think he's actually gaining on Strauss, but Strauss looks like he's got a bit of damage back on his car, by the way. Look at the back, left of his car, right of his car. Look. Just leave the cars alone, Florian.
Just eating the walls up. You know, the walls aren't there. You're not meant to ride the walls. This isn't a Brandon Lawson event.
Oh, that was low. That was a low blow there, Keith.
He doesn't watch them anymore any times anyway. So
everyone else knows what you're talking about. That's terrible.
The wall riding incident.
Yeah, you're sacked. Kiachi is in 7th ahead of Alberto Asnai. That's terrible, Keith. Evo Simons is some... See, this is the crucial part. Evo Simons is probably in a net 5th. He's had a very poor pit stop, Evo. Very poor pit stop indeed, because he was much closer to the front guys than he was. Very long pit stop. Maybe he had less fuel at the start of the race. Anyway, the crucial thing is, Davis is 74.8 seconds behind the leader.
Yes.
And Evo Simons is 36.6. So that's a 38-second gap.
Wow.
Between Toby Davis and a 5th position.
That's the damage that would need to be repaired.
Yeah. That's like that's a second and a half a lap. Second and a half a lap he needs to make up on Evo Simons.
Well,
just to get fifth, and then he has to get past Levesque and Tveit as well.
Well,
and Tveit is refusing to pit, by the way. He's not listening to you.
No, I know, and actually...
Well, it's only 41 laps, and he's already on lap 18, so we may as well go one stop now.
Yes.
Well, look, his car is absolutely shagged. Gary Leonard is one stop in also, look.
Oh,
but he's managed to keep his car together a bit better, it seems.
I'm very surprised that the Rovers can do this, can do this, because it's... I mean, the Rovers are not notoriously easy on their tires. They're fairly tough car to drive, so I'm surprised to see Lennon doing this, because... I haven't seen Lennon do it.
We do know that Lennon doesn't like his pit stops. Maybe he's trying to limit his pit stops as few as possible.
He looks good, though. He looks in great form
beautiful
right
at the moment. Very smooth indeed.
I think you're going to be seeing him look down the inside.
Yeah, well, they are actually teammates, these two, aren't they? We're forgetting this. Not in this series, but in the Clios.
That's
true, Racing, teammates.
Yeah, and Gary had an incredible run at...
who would have called that a year ago? Who would have called that a year ago, Keith?
No.
You got Gary Lennon, the old grumpy Scot, and we got the hyperactive young Norwegian in Eric Tveit, and
yes.
a match made in heaven, obviously.
Yeah, we actually were joined by Tommy Ohala in the chat as well too, who's going to be making his return.
It's good to hear from Oyala.
Yep, it was
Welcome
good
back,
to hear from
Tommy.
Oyala.
We've missed you in the series, dude.
Yep, and also, Miravold was just saying...
Oh, there we go. Here goes Lennon on Tveit. Oh, no, he doesn't go. Oh, very gentle there, Lennon.
Very gentle.
Is he feeling okay?
He's very gentle.
Somebody to take his temperature.
Yes.
Somebody needs to ring his house, get his mum to take his temperature. Because that's not good.
Well, Miravold is saying don't give too much praise to Eric because he's going to hear about it non-stop. The more we praise Eric...
Oh, they just have to deal with it, Miravold. You just have to go faster yourself, Ole. Then you get all the praise. And Tveit is all over the place. He really is. He's really struggling. And look at the gap from Levesque to Tveit now. It's some 4 seconds almost. Just over the course of a lap and a half. And Butcher's 16 seconds behind Jesper Torborg. Jesper Torborg, low 17s, lap after lap after lap.
He is on fire. And someone just pointed out something that that Jesper, if he wins this championship, he's going to be like the Sebastian Loeb of champions, winning not only ATCC, AGTC, World Touring Masters. He also winning the RDTCC, the Race Department Touring Car Championship.
He did indeed.
I mean, that's a pretty substantial thing to do. You know, I mean,
it's very substantial. I mean, it takes commitment as well as talent. It doesn't just take. You know, everyone goes, oh, he's a talented driver. Of course he's a talented driver, but it takes a calm head, doesn't it, Keith? It takes, cool decision-making. It takes perseverance, consistency, commitment, hard work. It takes hard work. It really does, because once one person puts in hard work, everyone else has to do the same thing, and this is what you have to aspire to.
No, and you know
put
what?
The hard yards in.
If you want to just see what kind of perseverance there is, because you can go back and watch season 1 of ATCC, which was his first championship ever.
Season 3
Season 3 of ATCC.
Yeah.
Watch, and if you go in the Hall of Fame, his first win did not come until the 4th round of ATCC.
Absolutely, and he was the fastest driver at Nürburgring. Remember, and he just was. He made his own mistake there, actually.
He surprisingly enough, the wrong tires. He took the wrong tire. He took dries when it was a wet race. He made a mistake, and these are all things that have led up to him being the kind of driver he is now. Because after ATCC, he went on to win RDTCC, and then after that, he won AGTC. And I mean, he hasn't looked back. He's got the most wins in Touring Pro Series. He's the second. He's tied for the most poles with Gregory DeGrief. He's got the most fastest laps. He has the most podiums. I mean,
the guy's a machine. The guy's a machine.
Well, actually, let me look at it this way. He's got fast laps so far this race, so that'll take him up more. He's got pole here, so he will now be.
So he's now the most the poliest person.
He is the poliest.
That's a new word.
That
a new
is
TPS.
Ridiculous.
New word for the TPS dictionary.
Yes, we're going to put the most poliest driver in Touring Pro Series is Jesper Talborg.
I'm pretty sure that Łukasz and Tomasz Demelin would have something to say about that.
The poliest? No.
Yeah, because they're from Poland.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, got off track here. Anyway, the point being is that Jesper Talborg has taken disappointment and turned it into success.
Yes.
And that's what I try to tell myself every time I drive a Clio.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've shown good pace, but I honestly, it's amazing to see how he's unfolded as a driver, because his short career really has only been in the past 2 years, I think it's been, if that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I
remember racing in his very first race in minis, actually.
Yes.
The very first race at Race Department, I was in the race with him. Yep. And I have to say, it was an absolute pleasure to race against him. An absolute pleasure. Istanbul, we must have had at least 25 overtakes between us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely clean every single time. And he's a great driver to race against. He really is. He very rarely makes in contact with anybody. In fact, I can't remember a time when he ever actually made in contact with anybody.
No.
He's in trouble at KW Speedway, apart from that. If Francisco's watching, we've not seen that. You've not seen that yet. So we're going to say he's not actually touched anyone yet. So we'll go with that.
yeah. Well, the incidents from ATCC still need to be reviewed. So
they do.
I
mean, obviously, apart from that, we don't know what's happened in that particular race. But apart from that, I can't think of any times when he's ever. No. I mean, you made him go off at Nürburgring, Keith.
I did not do anything of the sort. Nothing of the sort. He just told me we could have worked together better, is all he said.
Is that what he said, or did he say it like that?
We could have worked better together.
Who could you have caught?
What's that?
Who could you have caught?
Oh, we could have caught Wheeler.
Sorry. We'll move on for Jesper Torbo now, because the poor guy.
I know.
In the neck. We give him one hand and take with the other. Yes, you see.
That's right. We give him some praise, because I always end up getting it from a number of drivers in Touring Pro Series that we do praise Jesper, but you know what? The praise is there because the praise is due. And speaking of praise, Chris Butcher now is going to be looking at a second place, a solid second place.
This is the untidiest second place I've ever seen Chris Butcher hold on to.
I know. Look there. He just
sideways everywhere.
Yeah, he's all.
I can't believe he's even keeping going. Of course, it's about this stage of the race last year that he did the exact same thing that Toby did at this particular point.
That's right.
Very nice there.
Well, and I think Levesque is closing. Levesque did a last lap a 2:8. No, sorry, excuse me. He is not, because Chris Butcher just did his fastest lap. Last lap, 2:17.191.
See, the thing is, that's not even faster than not as fast as Torborg's last lap. Never mind Torborg's fastest lap. Oh, no. Christian Stroy's just getting out of the way there of Gary Lennon and Eric Tveit. This is a battle that's still raging on. I'm surprised these two haven't passed each other yet, quite frankly.
Teammates just trying to, friendly battling.
Well, I would get past if I was Gary Lennon, because clearly Tveit's struggling, because the gap now between Tveit and Levesque is 8 seconds. And Ivo Simons is gaining on these guys as well, so that's going to be very interesting, actually, because these guys, both Lennon, Simons, and Tveit have all got one pit stop to make. Of course, Lennon's and Tveit, I'm presuming, will be a longer stop. Here comes Lennon. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Not being nice
to
each other.
Clean.
And they're just about to pit, aren't they? What was the point of that, Gary? Do it earlier.
Well, maybe he didn't want to have to rely on the guy in front to brake, because he could have seen an incident like at Watkins in ATCC where cars just end up just getting launched.
Well, he's not pitting, but pitting is Tveit.
Tveit is in.
Obviously, Lennon's very happy with his car. His car does look very smooth, doesn't it? I'm very surprised, very impressed as well.
Very impressed, very calm, very cool, composed.
So Tveit comes in, back to championship story, and it's Toby Davis who's in 10th. Oh, his car looks...
He's
terrible.
Honestly, he's doing the last lap 2:19.7. Let me quick click on here.
It's sad. It really is.
It's
sad to
not
watch.
looking good. It's not looking good.
And all he can hope is that Tolbert makes the same mistake he did, or Tolbert, disconnects.
I know.
Or blows his engine,
it's really it's so tough to talk.
It's awful to watch. And look who's catching up to him.
I know. Well, that's Tony. It's Tony Matthews. No one's
Ben Davis. Ben Davis is behind. Ben Davis is right behind him.
Don't even say that. No.
12-second gap. He's actually pulling away from Ben, but there's only one position between the two.
But this. I don't think he's actually going to ever watch this broadcast back. He may.
It's not a sight to see. That really.
No,
it's really not.
And I honestly, I mean, we joke about it, but
I wouldn't wish on I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Really would.
No, I feel like Toby has probably been the hardest working guy in this series, hands down, all season. Yeah. And I know this because he's involved with Touring Pro Series. He does commentating for ATCC. He is literally. I'm
not looking forward to that, I tell you, Keith. I'm not looking forward to Friday now. I'm going to commentate with him.
Well, it's next Friday. You got a week for him to calm down. But actually,
but I'm still scared.
He might be in Rome, so you might not have his company.
I'll be by myself then.
Maybe we'll get Liam Jenkins to join in if he's watching.
Oh, Davis at the wall again. That car is struggling. Obviously, it's a sad sight to see. No one likes to see a damaged car like that. Asnahi has pitted and come out. So he's done his one pit stop. So that means Toby's up to 9th. Of course, Toby has to do another pit stop yet. So. Asnahi will take the position back once again, I would imagine. In fact, he may even pass Toby on the track. That's how slow Toby's going at the moment, unfortunately. Strauss is back up to 8th. And Strauss has had his problems also as well. So we're seeing Strauss, dominant driver in V8s, crashing. Toby Davis, dominant driver in this particular mod, crashing. And Strauss has got more damage on the front of his car. Look, he's managed to bend that BMW a bit more.
Well,
the poor mechanic's repaired it, and he's just gone out and bashed it again.
I know. Maybe he's just trying to tell him off. You know, like, I wasn't happy with that pit stop, so I'm gonna wreck the car a little bit more.
Never say to me, it's your own bloody fault. You turn off the right option.
So Ryan, now that we got a bit of a gap, cars are kind of spread out a little bit. I did want to take the time to talk about Mighty Gate. They produce a product called the iHUD. It is a kind of a telemetry, timing, RPMs, great tool for R Factor, R Factor 2, and iRacing. It's available for, and they've actually given us two codes for 2 free versions of it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away each of these. We're going to give away each of these codes, and what you need to do to win one of these codes is you'll need to friend Mighty Gate on Facebook first off. You find them, do whatever you got to do to find them, and friend them. And then there's on their second post talking about their beta version, post in there, Touring Pro Series loves Mighty Gate, and the first 2 people to do that will get the promo code for the iHUD, and you can download that through the
App Store.
The App Store. I apologize. I'm not very up with my appisms and iPhoneisms, even though I've had one since they came out. So yeah, go to the Mighty Gate page. You must like it. Post on their second thing where Touring Pro Series has shared it. You'll see it talks about the beta version. Post Touring Pro Series loves Mighty Gate, and there's 2 people that post it first will receive those promo codes. So please do that right now.
To that, Keith. So if you keep an eye on that, Keith, that'd be beautiful.
Of course.
I'm just trying to figure out, Keith, whether Levesque has actually done a pit stop. I'm sure there's a button for pit stops. I'm so organised. There's a button for pit stop somewhere. I always forget it. That's the fastest lap of the race in October, 2:16.4.
Okay. I thought you did another fast lap.
No, he hasn't. And just try to, there was I can't remember what the button is. Very professional of me. You like to talk, Keith, while I try and figure out what the button was to find out how many pit stops.
How many positions?
How many pit stops they've done? I'm trying to figure out, because I'm sure Levesque hasn't pitted.
Maybe he has.
has.
If you hit the F1 button, it'll tell you, but I don't.
We're not doing that because it's in German. I can't read that.
Yeah, if you hit F2, it'll change the language. The language will be in English now.
Oh, it will.
Told you.
It doesn't actually say where to show the pit stop, so never mind about that.
All of the options, but
never mind.
But yeah, so
that didn't help, did it, Keith? Anyway, I think Levesque maybe has pitted because he's actually keeping pace with Evo. I just wondered because the gap between Evo and Levesque didn't seem to be very big, and I thought maybe Levesque hadn't pitted and just made a mistake somewhere, perhaps. But
we have our first winner, Carl Raudsep. Has posted, so he will be receiving a promo code. I will get that to you after the race, Carl. So thanks.
Congratulations, Carl.
Congratulations, Carl. We've seen additional likes over there. So everyone, even if you do miss out, but do support them because they may give us some more to give away in the future. So the more people that get on there, I'll work with them a little bit more, and we'll have different ways. But like them for sure because they have products coming out all the time.
Even if you don't win, you like them, and then you get to hear first about their new development. So say you get an iPhone, you can use it. So it's and they are perhaps looking at developing it for Android in the future. It's not certain because he's got lots of other projects, hasn't he, as well? So
yeah, they're working on a lot of other things, but I do know the one gentleman that I was speaking with. His name eludes me at the moment, but I did mention the Android, and he said
Mighty Gate, I think is his name.
Yeah, we'll just call him Mr. Mighty Gate. So whoever else had actually liked Mighty Gate, just remember that if you want to get that promo code, just post in the comment in the second post. Saying Mighty Gate loves Touring Pro Series, and then or Touring Pro Series loves Mighty Gate, either or, and I'll get you your promo code. So because I noticed there's some more likes, but not messages, so someone's waiting in limbo.
Tony Matthews, I'm just thinking, looking at his car, it looks like a scene out of Mad Max, Keith.
Oh,
look at this, just a wreck.
Every corner's been.
Every corner's been bashed in. The only thing he hasn't managed to do is roll it. It looks like. He's going to be in trouble with his mechanics. He's soldiering on, though. In fact, he's only 2 positions away from actually getting some points. So, hopefully he does so. And he's been a stalwart this season as well. He's also the Clio's competing for Blue Bull Racing, along with Mr. Andy Bernard, who's in 18th place at the moment. Here is Andy, also in Alfa Romeo. Those two share setups. They're good friends also as well. So it's good to always see them out on track practicing, don't we, Keith? And we often don't give enough coverage to the people at the back of the grid because obviously sometimes at the front of the field it's all a bit hectic, so we don't get a chance to actually give enough coverage to these guys. But these guys the absolute backbone of the Touring Pro Series, and we love to see them race.
Absolutely.
And if we only had 8 fast drivers driving, it wouldn't be any fun. It absolutely would not be any fun at all. And these drivers are improving, race by race. Every single time I see these guys race, they're improving. So.
Yeah, and the big thing with the hard part for obviously just carrying on with what you were saying is when we do the shorter sprint races, it's really hard to get through and give a mention to guys because there's so much happening, and the hard part is if we miss a key point in a race and we do miss it, we can't. There's nothing we can do about it, I mean, we can't go back and find it. I mean, we do our best to catch all of the action, but there's only so much you can do when you're watching a live broadcast.
Absolutely. And we've got... So I'm confused. How has Levesque managed to get a 15-second gap after the pit stops onto Veit and Lennon? He wasn't that big before the pit stops.
So
Never mind. He's obviously got some kind of special powers, I think, Levesque at the moment. Everything just goes right for him.
I know. Well, he's just really...
He doesn't call for a podium. He's going to get a podium because Evo has to pit again and Levesque doesn't.
No, exactly.
He's gaining on Evo.
His laps have been so consistent. It's incredible. And you know what? If you consider the pit stop from that Butcher's got to make soon, if Butcher's pace is only a little bit quicker than Levesque, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close.
I mean, lose about 20 seconds, I think, in the pit. So the gap around 10 seconds. I mean, we're optimistic with that. But obviously, any mistake Butcher makes, then Levesque's be right there, right?
Exactly.
And another podium for him. That'd be his 4th podium in a row if he does that, Keith. In our Factor TPS races, anyway.
Yeah, in Touring Pro Series, yeah, exactly.
He did compete the ATCC, of course, he's in Server 2, so he didn't qualify for the podium positions, and he has had not quite the luck in ATCC, but in the R Factor TPS races, it'd be his 4th podium in a row if he does that. So phenomenal, really, flair from William Levesque. We're also watching the Bulgarian Nikola Ilivanov, who loves the Touring Pro Series also as well, competes in every single thing that we do.
He does.
We'd love to see him around. He is in everything. He's already created his skin for the virtual V8 supercars, Keith. Nobody knows any details about that yet. It's not been announced for another 2 days.
Well, that's actually a really big announcement that everyone should hang on to the edge of your seats for, because the V8. I have a sneaking suspicion that the V8 championship this year is going to be absolutely immense. It's going to be over and above what it has been, I think, in the past, and I think we're going to get some really, really good racing happening in the World V8s.
We had 108 drives last year in the virtual V8 supercars.
Yes.
Really did attract people from all around the globe. I mean, it literally was all around the globe. We had people in Los Angeles racing against people in Sydney, and then we had a German winning the championship.
We might have to get a second server then, Ryan.
Yes, well, we do have 2 servers for that.
Yes, we do. That's right.
Keep up, Keith.
I'll be okay. Well, I'm saying...
You okay there, Keith? You
it goes
Christine to give you some food or something?
I haven't eaten anything.
Other than grilled cheese?
All I had was a smoothie, and I would love a grilled cheese right now. Oh, who's that off?
He's just driving across the track to let you go through.
Okay,
nice little flash of lights there from the wonderful sounding Mercedes.
Well, okay, good move.
Growling Mercedes. I love that engine note. And I do hope it sounds just as good in R Factor 2 if we decide to port this across to R Factor 2.
Well, yeah, obviously the future of a lot of things coming up is going to be dependent on what's available with R Factor 2. And R Factor 2 does have the potential to be the absolute future for everything Touring Pro Series. Obviously, they are working, and I know that the most recent build of R Factor has tenfold in a performance increasement for myself. A tenfold increase in performance with the most recent update, and it was undrivable before. Now I can drive with pretty well everything on high and not have to worry about it. And my machine is, my machine's probably average on the scale of what's out there right now. So it's good to see their update.
As R Factor 2 continues to grow and mature, of course we will be going across to that. And of course we've got the AGTC planned, haven't we, Keith? Which is
we do, yes.
We are eyeing up the World Super GT 2 mod, aren't we, for that, Keith? Which looks spectacular. For those who have not seen those who have seen the videos of the WSGT2 mod, then of course you know exactly what we're talking about. For those who haven't seen it, go and Google it right now and have a look at those beautiful screenshots and videos that the RMT have produced, BSIM Racing.
Yeah, they've been putting out some showing some incredible work, and I'm just dying to try it because I would love to have AGTC last season was a single car championship. I would love to see multi cars as long as they're within reasonable performance between each car, that they're well balanced. I would love to have, a 45 car grid of GTs. That would be that's my dream. That is a dream on very big, high speed, like big, wide open tracks. Nothing short. But with the model that we had from last season, I think it's going to be a very good championship, and it can cater to pretty well most of the world. Some Europeans do have to stay up rather late, but it seems to be that they do stay up that late for ATCC now, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem at all. And speaking of Alpha drivers who have been bashing their cars, Keith, Clarkson's got it in the act as well. Oh, those Alpha dealerships are rubbing their hands together in glee because they're going to get plenty of orders after this race.
Oh, well, I mean, it's like the Alpha dealership's getting it. The BMW dealership, they all got it from the KW.
Oh, yes, it did. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the KW race was, yes, it was lucrative, you could say, for the BMW dealerships.
Levesque is on bumper of Ivo Simons.
I was just about to follow along. That was just going to be Peter Clausen, a bit of a heads up. He's been very strong all throughout the season also as well. Very solid throughout the season also as well. Always in that top 20 or thereabouts, and he's there once again today. Rustam Barankalov has dropped back. He was actually in 10th place at one point, and he looks like he's got a very damaged car at the moment in that Skyline. So perhaps consistency isn't quite there with this mod at the moment, but certainly he's got a turn of speed. Let's go back to the front of the field. We've got Chris Butcher, Jesper Tolborg in the pit, and Chris Butcher is not even going to beat Jesper Tolborg out of the pits.
Second pit stop done. They're on. They've completed 27 laps, and Tolborg's out. Maintains the lead, and Butcher.
So you basically only lose about 15 seconds in the pit stop.
Yeah,
I
think we need to make the pit stops much longer now.
But of course, the pit speed limit is very, very high because, of course, that's what they did in the 1980s. They drove through the pits at full speed.
Yeah.
And Levesque is tracking Ivo Simons, and Ivo.
He's tracking. Good.
Not much point Ivo trying that hard really, because he's actually batting Tveit and Lennon.
Yeah.
For that position, because he has to make one more pit stop, whereas Tveit and Lennon do not have to make one more pit stop. And actually, Tveit came out ahead of Lennon. Look.
Oh, and he's actually got a decent gap too.
Back to Ding Dong once again. So maybe Tveit has a greater turn of speed over one lap, but perhaps Lennon has a greater turn of speed over a race run. Strauss is in 7th. He's got ahead of Jay Adji, so that's important for Strauss.
It is, yeah. But the other thing is Tveit did pit earlier, so he would have got his tires up to temperature. He's been running on them for a little bit, so
that's very true. It doesn't look like Lennon is gaining at all on Tveit either.
No, I think he will at the end of the stint. At the end of this this stint here, like when they get towards the end of the race, I bet you're going to see Tveit struggle with his tires. Oh, Butcher!
Was that Butcher at the wall? It wasn't Butcher at the wall. Just a little bit of lag there. Just when we switched cars. My apologies for.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Yeah, you gave me a heart attack. And Ivo Simons and Levesque. This is the biggest battle on track at the moment.
It is.
Although it looks like a really big battle on track, and it is very exciting to see two cars close together, Levesque hasn't got a pit stop to make, and Simons has, so it's a little bit anticlimactic. So poor Ivo, he's pushing as hard as he can, almost in the wall, right over the grass on the S's. Oh! Levesque!
Oh no!
Big mistake there.
What happened?
Sideways on the dip. He got a bit excited, it looks like.
Did he take some damage?
Here he is right in behind Ivo Simons. Did he clip the wall at all?
It looks like
look at how deep Ivo went, and Levesque didn't get drawn into it, but he did get drawn into just pushing a bit too hard. There! Because Ivo was so slow. He just nailed the back of the Ford Sierra, and of course the Ford Sierra, the big brute that it is, it didn't move, and the little Alfa Romeo was disadvantaged. Back to live action now.
And you know what? The gap was down to it's 30 seconds between Levesque and Butcher, so that's probably not going to be.
Absolutely not, because neither of them. Well, of course, Butcher just have to make a pit stop. You're correct.
We can't say that because Butcher made a mistake last season, and we've already seen history repeat itself today once, and I hate keep bringing it up, but it is a talking point. And Toby is not
making any headway at all.
He's 2:21s. It was his last lap, and that is
barring any disastrous occurrence for Jesper Tolborg, the championship is over.
Yes,
it really is. And there's no two ways about it. There's no ifs and buts.
No,
it's a done deal unless Tolborg has some and Simons into the pits. Simons comes out now,
Simons.
right next to Tveit and Lennon. So this is a big battle out the track. Simon's going over the markers as well. He's going to be penalised for that. Mr. Evo.
And he knows
here
better.
comes Tveit. He knows that he'll be in trouble as well. He knows he'll be in trouble because he's very good friends with me.
Strauss is into the pits. Florian Strauss is into the pits as well.
Strauss is in the pits. He's actually going to be in the pits. Actually, he's not in the pits. He's actually already pitted. That's quite intriguing. I'm not quite sure. Strauss not.
Oh, he did.
He actually managed to do it this time. Thank goodness for that. 9 seconds. Look at that, Florian. You've lost yourself 31 seconds. You could be up with like third and fourth. Levesque and Simons, despite that big spin. Never mind.
Never mind.
Another dollar, another day.
Yes, that's right.
Another day, another dollar. Sorry, I got completely the wrong way around. I apologise for that. You don't like my analogies. They're not very good.
Yeah, I know. Not like the Black Swan one.
No, it's not good. Let's not go there. This Black Swan one was all right.
Actually, that one wasn't too bad. I'll give you that. It was the candy one.
The candy man.
Yeah, candy man.
I don't have a chance to use it yet in this one.
Toby Davis is into the pits too. Toby Davis is into the pits.
I'm gonna watch out to Tveit, see if he tries to pass
that's
Evo.
Fine. I'm just gonna check. Oh, he's repairing damage again.
Mm-hmm. He knows he just finished the race. That's all it's about right now.
He is going to be a
sick as a parrot.
Down. I think he's going to be as a lap down. This is not going to make him a. He's out. How long was that? 42 seconds. He's a lap down to the. That has got to be the worst feeling.
Wounds, isn't it?
It is. It's so.
Lap down to Butcher at this rate.
Everyone's going to be coming by him.
Butcher doesn't pass him because of the damage that Toby has. His car's fully repaired. It doesn't look fully repaired because the front bumper has not gone back on. It's academic, really, unfortunately, because the way the race has turned out.
No, it's
and here is Eric Tveit. Do I get to use my analogy here with Eric Tveit?
No, I don't think so.
We'll build up. We won't. I'll bring it out when you least expect it.
To another candy.
When you least expect it, I'll bring it out.
Come on, at least
even to get his tyres up to temperature because
taking his first steps or something.
That was just terrible, Keith.
Oh, look at this!
It's actually a pretty good analogy, Keith. I was quite jealous of that analogy.
I know.
Mine was more creative. Yours was a bit, a bit straight-laced, but this is the battle for fourth place, by the way, just getting back to the actual battle, because there are two drivers here extremely close on track, going 200 kilometres an hour while we're bickering between each other. And let's look back from Evo Simons at the orange and black Demon Tweaks Rover of Eric Tveit. It's an awful skin, that. I absolutely hate it, and he picks it every single season, Keith. It really annoys me.
Well, maybe you should just remove it next season.
Yes, it's a good idea. You might never hear from me again. Eric Tveit might come down from Norway and decide to do me in. It's not very far from Norway to Sunderland.
Well,
that's where the Vikings came from. Remember, that's where they came in at this end. Oh, there's Andy Bnar off the track. Is he going slowly because of damage, or is he going slowly because he's getting out of the way?
Here, I'll find out for you.
If you find out for me, maybe like he was moving.
No, he just he just parked it over there. He's moving once again.
Okay. Oh, it's Tveit! Oh, don't be sideways there. That's not a good idea to be sideways there. Oh, well held, Eric. Wow. That was beautifully held. That deserves a replay, I think, Keith. Let's go on board with Evo Simons.
Let's give it a replay.
Go on board with Evo Simons and watch that back once again. Oh. So he comes down into Frog Hollow. There the car gets out of shape. Oh, look, still out of shape. He's pushing it hard. Misses Apex there. Still out of shape. Still out of shape. Hits the curb hard. And still pushing hard through here and still wobbling around the track.
Never lifted off once.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That is commitment for you.
Skills.
Fearless. Fearless Norwegian there. He's not the young Norwegian anymore. He's the fearless Norwegian.
The fearless Norwegian.
And Gary Lennon is nowhere near this battle, by the way. He's been absolutely well and truly dropped.
Yes,
perhaps trusting in his later stint pace that he had earlier, hoping that Tveit gets a bit excited behind Evo and ruins his tyres.
Oh, actually, I just realized Dave Simmons is the guy who's been doing those the driver profiles for the Clio Euro.
Oh, Tveit! Flies off! Tveit backwards, straight across the front of Evo Simons.
And there goes
Eric.
He's out on the beach right now with the towel.
Oh, God's sake.
Oh, come on. You could have waited to go to the
He needs to take a bucket and spade out there next time.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at Simon. Oh, no.
Oh, we're having Eric on the beach.
Oh.
Deary me. And it's not a good cocktail either.
Wow. I guess he forgot the suntan lotion too, because he's feeling a little burned.
Yeah, burn.
Burn.
Back to the... dearie me. Let's actually watch that again. I want to watch that again, if we can just see it from Evo's point of view, actually. It must have been pretty hair-raising.
No kidding.
And looking back from Evo, there he comes! There he comes, and there he goes.
Oh! What a shot.
Deary me.
What a
Eric
shot.
Tveit. This is what we come to expect, I guess. You expect nothing less nowadays.
No,
and Andy Benares to pull over once again, the poor bloke, because a lap ago he was doing the same thing. Exactly the same area look.
Hey, maybe he's just stopping and taking the scenery. It is pretty beautiful. Isn't it? It's a national park there, too.
It's a beautiful area of the country, this is.
It is. You can
trees all around.
Kangaroos. I mean, come on.
Oh, not talk about kangaroos. They're always getting hit by kangaroos around here.
I know.
And Judge is in 7th. He's actually got a sniff at Eric Tveit now. Tveit got out of shape and out of rhythm.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but if you take 6th, 7th, and 8th, that is 7th, 8th,
oh, that
and 9th
is.
in
You're
the
absolutely
championship.
right.
It is.
Yeah, that's actually worked out very.
It worked out very
coincidentally,
very poetically. And just to point out, the gap between Levesque and Butcher has not closed at all. It's still 30 seconds. So as long as Butchie can nail his pit stop and not have any issues, I think he's looking at a clean second. We're on lap... Or, wait a second. Butcher needs to pit, I would think. Yeah, he's going to have to. He is at a 2:18.4 last lap. Levesque was a 2:18.8, but he's only pitted once.
Yeah, so Butcher still has to pit once again. He's actually taking the stint very long indeed, isn't he? I wonder if he's going for mediums, perhaps, for the final stint, just to try and wrestle that fastest lap stat from Jesper Torborg.
Maybe.
I would not put that past him at all. That was not beyond the realms of being mischievous.
No, you're a little mischievous, that Butchie, occasionally.
He is, and there's got a 30-second gap to Levesque, so there's no danger there, really.
No, exactly. I mean, and Levesque is just steady paced right now.
Leonard's gaining on Simons. 1.8 seconds is the gap, because it was 3 seconds before.
Much later, though, than him and Tveit. Much later.
Yes, Evo should have fresher tyres and a stronger car overall. But Evo's looking good for a 4th here. Tantalisingly close to a podium.
Very close. And Tveit is looking good as it stands right now to be taking over 7th position in the championship, which would be his best finish in a Touring Pro Series league.
It would indeed. And as we say, his consistency's got better and better. And we were saying that and praising how long he held on to his car, he decided just to hit in the weeds. Out in the boonies.
And just to point out, Ben Davis has got by his brother. He is now ahead of Toby Davis, and Mikko Mustonen is closing quickly on Toby.
It's a sad sight to see.
It is.
It really is. He must damage his car again, because it looks like more damage on the front of his car there from Toby.
I haven't been following him because...
It's a sad race. It really is.
It's really unfortunate.
Absolute kudos for plugging on, because...
Yeah, I know.
I would just switch the machine and go home and cry myself to sleep.
Well, but you know what? You can never really give up, because, like you said...
He's coming in again, look. Here we go. Coming in again.
Oh man, his car must be just mangled.
Oh, it winds up going across the grass though.
Oh, and Butcher's in the pit
through.
Butcher's in the pits and he missed his
stall.
Oh,
he's missed his
stall.
Oh, this could be crucial. Well, I can't go back to it because Toby's so far down the field.
Oh, no.
Let's go down that.
Oh, Butcher's still in the pits. Oh, Levesque is gonna get him.
What if he's damaged his car? You know.
Oh,
when he's reversing and he's put damage on. And he stops, and he's not to turn it off.
Oh, no!
There goes Levesque!
Here comes second!
And he's still in the pits, Butcher!
Oh, Ivo Simons is going to be looking at taking a podium here. Butcher is still in the pits.
Still in the pits?
What is he doing? Oh, my... I cannot believe this. The curse for these two guys. The curse of this...
Oh, you see, it's all self-inflicted.
It is.
Press that self-destruct button time after time. There goes Butcher now.
And Simons is out.
And Evo's through, and Leonard as well.
Too. Oh!
Wow. This will be Evo Simons' first podium in TPS history if he manages to pull it off.
Well, I think Butchie might have come across those cones because he came out really, really fast there.
Ooh, let's take a look.
Let's have a look here because I'm gonna, he looked like he just came out of there a little too fast for my liking. Could be wrong.
Oh no, it's okay. Beautiful exit.
Good, but perfect. Okay, my mistake.
But Keith, you're very, very suspicious.
I listen. I've seen some dirty
these are your
stuff
friends
happen.
you're talking about right now.
Be quiet. Come on, sandpaper. So Simons is looking in good shape right now. Levesque is looking in incredible shape.
The second place in Levesque. That'll be a first. a second,
a
first, second, and a second. Four races in a row in the TPS races.
Wow, that's a pretty good run.
That's beautiful. That's 2 Wednesdays in a row, 3 Wednesdays in a row. He likes his Wednesdays.
Yeah, and that's 4, and then he's got another Wednesday coming up next Wednesday, which is the Clio Euro Series Round 2, put together by Touring Pro Series, administrated by the Demelin boys, doing a great job, by the way.
They are. Fantastic job.
There'll be some information posted up, and obviously we'll get the links up to everyone, the viewers, to watch that. And also, as you all know, the replay of all of our broadcasts are put up within 15 to 20 minutes, or as quickly as YouTube can process them, because we get them uploaded within 10.
That's a limiting point. That's a limiting point, isn't it? Actually, YouTube processing them, they can't.
It is
process it quickly enough for us.
No, I mean, if YouTube would just step up their game maybe a bit, they could be on the same level as Touring Pro Series.
I know, multi-million-pound company can't even keep up.
No, but there also is other ways you can watch the broadcast back. Actually, immediately after the race, you can watch them through multi-VC's
break too late as well.
Stream player.
He's right the curve.
Oh no.
He's the curve on the outside as well. Sorry to laugh, but that was beautiful to watch.
Oh, he's angry. You know he's angry.
Is he on mediums though? I'm wondering. He's actually on those mediums. Oh, he's pushing too hard. Just to calm everything down. Nice bit of meditation and just start hitting his markers again.
Yeah, there's some speculation in the chat room about THR lobbying to have Bathurst removed from Touring Pro Series.
I'm not sure William Levesque agrees with that.
No, William Levesque is going to be loving it. He's going to be the resistance in the THR camp for sure, because he's loving it. I'm
not sure Ben Davis will agree with either, because he's beating his brother.
Yeah. I mean, unless they come together again, I don't know how.
I think Toby Davis had a drive-through, by the way, because
he did. Yes. He definitely did.
That's when we noticed Butcher. We all got distracted.
I never
right behind.
I never got to finish.
Toby!
Wow.
Dear me.
He is really struggling. It is painful to talk about.
Look at the back of the car as well now. Look at that back end.
He can hardly keep the thing on the road. He's just hoping. It's a hope. It's a hope and a prayer. That's all it is. Is that, you know, it's unfortunate to wish that for another competitor, but at this stage it's desperation. He's hoping that something happens that falls into his favor. Some ill will on someone else falls into his fortune.
Mm-hmm. But of course he doesn't want to win like that either. I'm pretty sure.
No, but
a pretty hollow victory if that actually happened to Jesper. Jesper made his own mistake, then it'd be even, of course. But if Jesper disconnected, for example, exactly. I wouldn't want to win the championship like that, would you? Well, you would, because you don't care how you win. But I wouldn't do.
No, but I do like the fact that he's sticking out there. He's not just okay. All right, it's done. It's over.
Also, that increases. I'm sure from the spectator's point of view as well. I mean, feel free to comment in the chat if you like. But does that not increase the respect?
Oh, huge.
The respect is have for Toby, because obviously he's got the speed, he's also got the commitment, and the willingness to accept his mistakes and still plug along, rather than just just giving up and saying sod this, I'm not going to race anymore.
I know, and I've seen that in many series in my years of sim racing, and it's a true show of character for.
It's a cancer of league sim racing. It really is.
It is.
The lack of commitment and the inability to be able to stick things out.
Yeah, and it's such an important thing, because you got to remember that I know Toby was thinking, okay, I'm sure he wanted to just say, screw it, I'm done, forget it. But he knows how much work is put in. It's like, I mean, for us, we can't just say, just forget it, we're just going to not show up for a race, or we're just going to, we're not having a good broadcast, let's just shut it down, you know?
Yeah.
This isn't something that we have a real option in being committed to one way or the other. We have to be committed, or we're just not going to do it, and then there would be no Touring Pro Series. So
Absolutely.
We expect nothing less of the drivers just because of that.
All they have to do is turn up and drive.
Turn up and drive.
That's the easy part.
Race the thing. And it's Ole Mirvold may be feeling a little bit sorry about it now, because he didn't start the race. We would have liked it if you hopped out there and at least gave it a shot, man. That's it's important to us, because
God loves a trier.
You got to try it, even if you're not having a good time, because we put this on. This is what we provide, the platform, and we expect the dedication from the drivers that sign up week in, week out. So just keep that in mind next time you're thinking about rage quitting or not starting the race.
By the way, I think Butcher is going to catch Evo.
You think so? Okay.
I think Evo's going to be denied in the closing stages of this race.
Oh no!
Looks like to me that Butcher is on medium tyres as well, because he's pulling away for hand over fist from Gary Lennon. Also, catching Ivo Simons extremely quickly indeed. It looks like Butcher's going to deny Ivo his first ever TPS podium. The poor bloke. What does he have to do? Butcher exits now, gives the wall a wee clip, showing the wall what he thinks of it. But really, the man of the hour at the moment, and the champion-elect, is going to be Jesper Torborg. He claimed his ATCC title at this event. And it looks like, at the moment, don't want to put a jinx on him, but it looks like he's going to claim another championship at Bathurst.
Well, I was thinking the same thing.
It's going to be his favourite track.
A little earlier, I was actually thinking the same thing, is that this has been the place where he's just taken 2 championships. I mean, closed it out. I think was he leading going into Bathurst, or he was just a little behind Wheeler, I think.
I can't quite remember, actually. I think he may be just a couple of points behind Wheeler.
I think so. Well, eventually we have with our new GP costs license and point scoring system, we're going to be importing all of the previous seasons, and
I'm looking forward to that.
Everybody can PM Ryan and thank him for all of the hours he's going to be putting in, because he's been cursing all day about it. That just figure every season has to be re-entered, all drivers, all teams, all penalties. So if anyone feels like sending Ryan a big thank you, that would be greatly appreciated.
If anyone feels like we don't put any effort into this Touring Pro Series stuff, then bite me.
You're wrong.
But Jesper Torborg, I mean, he took his first World Touring Masters win here in Season 2. He took his ATCC title here, took pole position and a win in second place last time he raced here. Yeah. And looks like his third title. In fact, he'll be the first person to win 3 Touring Pro Series titles. We had Gregory de Grieve, who was the dominant driver in the Touring Pro Series at one point, who won World Touring Masters Season 1, and he won World V8 Supercars 2010, Virtual V8 Supercars 2010, sorry, we've gone through a small name change there. Virtual V8 Supercars 2010 season. And Nicholas Torborg won the ATCC Season 3 and AGTC, American GT Championship Season 1, which took place last summer. And this will be his third. So as I say, he will be the first person to win 3 championships. And that's a momentous feat, it really is, because it's in 3 different disciplines as well, Keith. That's the big thing about it. It's not just always in front-wheel drive or always on Race 07. It will now be
multiple sims,
multiple cars.
Yes, and we're talking a big variety of cars. Like, this is a big, heavy V8 touring car, and then you're running
you could not get a bigger contrast between a Honda Accord and a 1988 450 brake horsepower, 1.5 ton Holden Commodore.
Sorry, Butcher's up by Ivo Simons, but you might be able to catch it on a replay. I just missed it. I'm sorry.
Here we go. Now into the chase to go. We're going to see a little bit of lag here, but we'll see the move. Oh, nice bit of wheelie in there.
Look at that, nice wheelie. Oh,
yeah. Beautiful. Down the inside, it's a very standard move, and Ivo didn't seem to fight that. And through they go. Apologies for the lag there. We're about a minute behind the leader, so obviously we're quite far away around the track, and the game doesn't pick up every single thing to conserve bandwidth, of course.
Yes, well, and just getting back to what we were saying, though, but the contrast of the Honda Accord to the Holden to the BMW Z4 Turbo that we used in AGTC, I mean, there's just such a range there in tin-top cars.
He didn't manage to win in V8 Supercars, though.
He did not, no, that's right.
But 1 pole and no wins in 12 races.
So, do you realize that with this race here, he has now taken over everything in Touring Pro Series?
He has, in fact, he has.
Everything. 3 championships. He is now leading every single Hall of Fame division that we have. Every single one of them.
In fact, he's actually won a race in every single championship, apart from the V8 Supercars, you know.
Yes.
That's yes, he has.
Because he won in Clio's.
WSS, he's won a couple of races in that. He's won in Clio's.
So he's won in ATCC. He's won in 5 out of 6 championships that we put that Touring Pro Series puts on. I know we're talking about him a lot, but I mean, he's en route to win his 3rd championship. The guy deserves it.
I mean, if you win that many races, you deserve to be talking about, quite frankly.
Well, I mean, it's not like you couldn't say to the Formula 1 commentators, guys, let's stop talking about Michael Schumacher, please.
Exactly. And Torborg deserves all the praise he gets, because he has been a wonderful driver, and always very sporting indeed as well. Never in trouble on the forums with any what's the word? Confrontations with the drivers.
Yes. Yeah.
And his wonderful dry sense of humour, and I do find it very funny indeed. His lack of accent.
Yeah,
his favourite word being noob.
Yep, he loves it. Yeah,
and the word noob.
Yeah, well, he's always referring to me as that in ATCC because I hear that pretty well every race because of something I've done in ATCC.
Yeah, he's usually right.
I know. Hey, man, I'm doing not bad. I've got the championship lead headed into the 5th round, the second half of the season, which I did not last season.
Not if I have my way.
Oh, God. Yeah. Here we go.
And Chris Butcher, and what kind of lap times is Chris Butcher doing at the moment?
He's doing
because I'm sure he's on medium tyres, and he's not being able to beat
217.2.
Maybe he's not medium tyres, then maybe just got a wriggle on.
Yeah, he's...
I mean, if I had had only 8 laps to go off my pit stop, I would have definitely put medium tyres on. But I'm not sure what he was doing in the pits. It was rather bizarre.
Oh, I know. I really don't even know what to say about that. It's
this place is back in 15th now. Now he's have to go back to the pits again, I think.
Oh,
back in 15th. His car's still damaged.
It's got to be.
It's refused to be repaired. Well, how is he back in 15th? If the back hasn't been repaired, so he's definitely not had it repaired.
He has pitted now. Let me tell you how many pit stops he's had. He has pitted 4 times.
4 times. It's been a miserable anticlimax for Toby Davis. When we saw Strauss go off, Keith, we thought, this is it. This is Toby Davis to lose, and it was Toby Davis to lose, and he's lost it. I do feel incredibly bad for him, but of course, no one to blame but himself.
I wonder if he'll be joining us for the posters. Oh no, he's at the wall! Oh no! I think that's it. It's over.
That's it.
It's over. We caught it live.
Davis, lap 38.
Lap 38. Out. Championship over. It is over. It is over. It is over. It is.
Another 1 lap, I think, actually, and then Tolbo will definitely finish ahead of him. If that makes sense, because he's 1 lap ahead.
Yes, he's 1 lap ahead, so he's definitely ahead.
This is the sad sight of Toby Davis in the pits before the end of the race. And he just messaged me on TeamSpeak saying, well, that's my race over. With a very sad face on the end of it.
Yes, not a happy face, but a sad face.
No. Very sad to see. Hopefully we do get to hear from him after the show.
I think
we do understand if he doesn't want to talk to us.
I know, of course, but you got to be sporting. It's about being sporting too. It really. I'm like we've both been saying it. We can't say it enough. It's not something you want to see. It's gut wrenching because Ryan, you put let's say you're in the championship hunt for Clio's, and you just have a momentary lapse of judgment and it's gone. How do you feel? How would you feel?
I'd feel like I'm an idiot. Well, we've actually got a bit of a story here.
Yes.
At the seconds, apparently Toby Davis says.
Sorry, you just cut out there, Ryan.
Oh no! I'm sorry, I didn't cut out. No, what I mean was, I'm just trying to make sense of this. Did a chair leg snapped apparently, and then at the second stop it blue flagged him, then penalised him. I'm not sure whether a chair leg snapped when he was going into the S's. Or whether the chair leg snapped at the second stop.
Okay.
Perhaps he could clarify that for us.
Maybe he could. He can elaborate on that maybe post race because we're almost coming to the finish round. We're at lap. We've done 38 laps of 41. We're looking to close out the World Touring Masters Season 3. It's been epic.
Tolbo's about to start his penultimate lap.
Yes, he is.
You've been with me all season, Keith. I mean,
yeah.
Just as Tolbo does his penultimate lap here before he goes into the last lap, and we comment out on his victory lap. Just sum up the season for us. I mean, how has it been for you? You've been with me all the way through.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I know. Actually, this isn't yes, it is. Sorry. It's been up. It's been down. I mean, you've seen some great battles. I wish that we could have seen a little bit more battling with Strauss and Berlocka, but it always seemed that whenever they were in the mix with the front 4 guys, Jesper, Chris, Toby. It was always a bit of a mixture up there, but it seemed that Florian and Vladislav always tended to be, get into something together. And we also had some quick guys at the start of the season, like what's his name, Rauvio?
Yunus Rauvio, yeah.
Yunus Rauvio,
and Rasmus Sala, Rossiel.
Would have loved it if they were able to be around the whole season because I think it would have changed the complexion. However, the championship played itself out regardless. I mean, you see it in any other championship. The guys who are at the front usually end up being back at the front. Like, you can look at ATCC. The top 4 guys are the same top 4 from last season. With the mixture in of other drivers occasionally, but it always comes down to the guys who get it done, like Jesper, like Toby, like Chris. Florian does as well, but I think he's struggling a little bit with the mod. This has just been a really good racing season. I mean, you haven't seen anything out of the ordinary, except for the odd mistake here and there. The curse of Ben Davis against Toby Davis. I don't know. I've been thoroughly enjoying this season, and it's a shame it's ending. As we're with Jesper here, I mean, he's still running at a 2:17.8. Obviously, he knows he's in cruise control right now. He's 50 seconds clear of the young Canadian William Levesque. It's basically just a matter of cruising himself around this beautiful track. He can basically Sunday drive it for the last lap and cruise himself to his 3rd championship to close off what's been a pretty action-packed season. I mean, never had the points lead, but leaves the final race with the championship. I mean, Ryan, what are your thoughts and your words?
Davis has led from start to finish, hasn't he? And it's just amazing that Torborg at the very last, he's going to lead when it counts, isn't it? And he starts that final lap, the final lap of the season, which will see him crowned the World Touring Masters Champion for Season 3 and add to his ATCC and AGTC champion. So he will be the reigning ATCC, AGTC and WTM champion all at the same time, Keith.
He is, yes.
Not just won them, he'll be the reigning champion in all 3 championships.
Well, and also he was runner-up in Season 1 of Clio Euro Series as well.
He was indeed. So he also runner-up in WSS.
Wow.
And 3rd in Virtual V8 Supercars.
So out of six championships, he has been in the top 3 in all aspects. That is unbelievable.
In the championship as well, not just in
the championship.
Not just in a race, in the championship. And it takes a special driver to do that. It really does. I mean, people, they do, as you were saying earlier, they do often criticise us for praising Torbo as much as we do, but you cannot get away from the fact that
you can't deny it.
That's a special achievement. It really is.
There is zero deniability in us talking about it. And I mean, he's proven it time and time again. Look at 6 different championships in the top 3 in the championship. He's won 3 of them now. He's come 2nd in 2 of them and 3rd in another. So, find me someone who's got better results, and we'll talk about them. But it's Jesper is the man of the hour. It's closing out the season in an incredible way. I would like to talk to him. I'd love to see how he's feeling right now, as he's going to win his 3rd championship. And there's actually already people speculating that next season 4 of WTM is going to be William Levesque's season, which is very, very possible. I do think he's got the pace and the ability to win, but we still got a little ways to wait for that. So Jesper Torborg comes down Conrad Straight one last time through the chase.
This is what he's been trying to do all season long.
All season.
This has been the 10th race of a long season that started back in November of last year. It is now February of 2012. Jesper Torborg, the Danish young driver, is coming to the final corner of Bathurst. He flashes his lights in delight. He's going to cross the line and he's going to win the World Touring Masters Championship and this race here today. Congratulations to Jesper Torborg. A wonderful drive and a wonderful fight back in the championship also as well. He's kept his head while others have lost theirs around him, and he has taken a much-deserved championship, Keith.
Yes, I mean, obviously, the misfortune of Toby is taken advantage of, but he did everything that was
he's driving down into
the winner's circle.
where the winner's circle do in real life.
He's a big fan of V8s, and he's a big fan of Bathurst, and it is a phenomenal thing to see. Look at second place, hasn't even crossed the line yet, and he's already
still doing donuts.
He's still doing donuts, but it's unfortunate that the mishappenings of another leads to a championship, but Jesper did everything that was required of him to get to this point. There was no more he could do. It was out of his hands.
Look at his delight. He's still weaving the car around.
He's ecstatic.
That's the most I've ever seen him delighted.
I know. You can tell this means a lot.
It was a hard fight for the championship. It really was.
It is. It's a very hard
fight. I know
how
down he was after finishing behind Toby Petrero. he didn't feel like he had much of a chance going into Bathurst because he knew Toby only needed to finish in top 3.
Yeah.
He drifts it around Griffin's Bend. But let's just quickly talk about William Levesque.
Yes.
That's his 4th top 2 finish in a row in a TPS R-Factor race.
Yes.
Which is incredible. Evo Simons, Chris Butcher finishes 3rd, almost caught Levesque at the end, but that big mistake in the pits, not sure what was happening there. But anyway, it's cost him dearly, and it's Evo Simons who took 4th. I think that's Evo's strongest result ever in the Touring Pro Series.
I did some looking. As far as I could tell, I may be wrong, but I think that is his best finish as well.
And he comes back refreshed and produces a wonderful race. Very consistent indeed. Perhaps with a slightly quicker first pit stop, he could have done a bit better. So that's intriguing. 5th place, Gary Lennon. That's a good result for him. Another top 5 for the Scotsman. 6th place, Eric Tveit. After he threw it into the boonies, he had a chance of getting a podium perhaps. But he didn't in the end. He threw it to the boonies. Down in the beach it all went. 7th place, Jay Adji. Get a look at him. There he is. That's been his ride throughout the whole season. And does he hold on? Does Eric Tveit just pip Jay to 7th in the championship? I think he just does.
Sorry, just 1 second. I'll tell you. Eric Tveit takes 7th place in the championship. Florian Strauss moves up to 8th, and Adji is... Oh, no, sorry. It goes...
No, Adji will stay ahead of Strauss, right?
Tveit, Adji, Strauss, 7th, 8th, 9th in the championship. Obviously,
very well
provisionally.
done. And here is Florian Strauss, who had a chance of winning this race here today. There's no doubt about that. I think he had the pace and the consistency, but didn't have the consistency in the end. It was a very strange accident, one I've never, ever seen, actually, ever. In all my time of watching motorsport or these kind of racing.
It was at the crest. It was at the crest of that hill. It was unbelievable how it happened because he was literally making a move. And actually, if you head back on track to Talberg, he's just finishing his last lap here, and he's just driving around slow. Chris Butcher actually just gave him a little bit of a light flash to congratulate him. So obviously, Chris Butcher's given him some thanks and some praise after a very just doing what he needed to do, and obviously getting a little bit of help from just a little bit of luck on his part too. So
another top 10 there for Alberto Asnahi.
Yes,
be very pleased with that, of course. 10th place, Ben Davis, top 10 for him, so he'll be pleased with that after a long race. He's persevered all the way through and come home with a decent result. 11th, Mika Mussen, and 12th was David Junt. I had a big damage on the front of his car, maybe that was sustained after the race. 13th place, Ricardo Asnahi. Junt promised a bit more in the race. Ricardo beaten by his brother once again. The poor bloke. 14th, Roy Magnus. 15th, Nikola Ilovanov. 16th, Andy Bernard. 17th, Barankolov. 18th was Jeff Dobbing. 19th was Peter Clausen. 20th place, and the final points position was Christian Stroy, so he'll be pleased at getting in to the qualifying at the last second. And that rounds out the rest of the finishers. So we're now joined by some of the competitors in this World Touring Masters season and in this World Touring Masters race here today at Bathurst, and we're going to get it over with. First of all, Toby, tell us what happened.
What happened? Well,
we really do feel for you. We feel, pain for what you've gone through.
Yeah, well, it's at the end of the day, I really, really wanted to win this championship, but at the end of the day, the combination of Jesper and the Holden was quicker than me today. It was always in the hunt, and he really is a worthy champion. So as much as you might feel pain for me, it's I've been beaten at the end of the day. So
you have. Just talk through what happened. I mean, it happened. I know we joked about it. We didn't actually seriously want it to happen, but it did happen in that area.
Yeah, what happened was when I brake, I put some force through my seat, and over time it's obviously cracked one of the chair legs, and it's just snapped off, and obviously it sort of nearly made me fall off my chair backwards. Just about managed to get back on the brake pedal, but it was too late by then. Caught the final tyre on the right-hand wall, put me in the pit lane, and then after that it was about between 10 and 15 miles an hour slower on the straight. So
the car looked a disaster.
It was undrivable. I was doing 220s, 222s, something like that. But it can happen. It just unfortunately happened today.
I mean, you've had a strong season. 3 race wins you took throughout season. You've been on the podium in every single race apart from the final one. I'd have to say we are just completely gutted for you, mate. Really, really are.
Yeah.
Well, it's appreciated, but it's got to be congratulations to Jesper, and
yes, absolutely, of course.
He's done an excellent job, and I just want to say quick thanks and congratulations to Chris and William, THR teammates of mine. They managed to get on the podium today, and also David Yunt for being in the TeamSpeak whenever we're racing, and obviously my brother as well. And it's all valued input, so thanks to all those guys. But congratulations, Jesper.
No problem, Toby. Maybe you can go out and drown your sorrows tonight. Unfortunately, you weren't able to make it happen, but of course, there's always Season 4 and there's always V8 Supercars, Toby. You know how much you like those.
I love them, though.
Well, thank you for dropping by and talking to us. It shows
no problem.
Great fortitude and great sportsmanship, and we're happy to hear from you.
No problem. Thank you very much, guys.
Congratulations on your season. Congratulations even more on a more upbeat note, Jesper Torborg. How does it feel to win your maiden World Touring Masters title? I mean, after such a hard season as well, fighting back from a big points deficit at the start of the season.
Oh, I can't believe it, but I'm very, very happy.
Yes, yeah. So
I mean, you look delighted as you cross the line and flashing your lights, weaving, doing burnouts.
Yeah, I was very happy.
No, let me just Jesper. I know this we've been talking about this and your success across Touring Pro Series. Now with your pole here, you actually are leading every single record. Let's put it that way, that Touring Pro Series has to offer. You've raced in 6 championships, all different avenues, and you've never been out of the top 3. What's your secret, Jesper?
Just keep calm, driving. Don't push too hard.
I mean, I need some of whatever you're smoking, because clearly it works.
It's very impressive, though, Jesper, to see. You knew what you had to do today, and obviously there was some misfortune of Toby's, but you had a job to do. Were you confident coming into this race before leading up to this, thinking that you may win the championship?
No, I didn't expect to win the championship, but I expect to win the race. The holding was really good here.
Yeah, and it definitely did show for sure. But obviously, you knew that your job was to get the pole, get the win, get the fast lap, which you did. And obviously the cards fell your way, and you're now World Touring Masters Season 3 champion. So big congratulations, Jesper, and we look forward to following you, and I look forward to racing with you as my teammate in ATCC. And
I'm not sure I look forward to racing with you, Keith.
Oh, come on. Well, Jesper, what do you call me after Nürburgring? What was it?
Noob.
Yes, thank you very much, Jesper.
Yes.
Incredibly
quote of the day.
Yes, quote of the day, and it's
just
well done.
Just a quick question to Jesper. I mean, you've won 3 titles now. I mean, where does the WTM title rank on your achievement list?
Number 2, I think.
Number 2. I'm offended. Well, on that note, I think I'll move on to somebody else. William Levesque.
Yes.
What a sequence of Wednesdays it's been for you. I mean, that's 3 Wednesdays in a row, and you've had 4 top 2 finishes.
Yeah. Well, this race was, as I said in TS, and at the end of the race, it was probably the lesser of 2 evils for me compared to the other guys. It was full of bad luck for everyone. Mm-hmm. My first stint was awful. I couldn't do anything. I was stuck behind faster cars on straightaways, and you can pass in the mountains. So I was trying to stay calm, and then after that, it went better. I had clean air. Pit strategy, of course, just 1 stopping, so I was clear of traffic for most of the race after the first stint. And yeah.
In the first part of that stint, we saw that you were behind Yunt, and you weren't particularly making any progress at all. I mean, was that strategical, or did you just not feel like you had the pace at that point?
I couldn't get past, to be honest, because if I would get past at the proper spot, it would get me back on the straight after that. So I was just stuck there, to be honest.
Okay. Well, congratulations on another very calm race, very calm and collected. Kept your head together, and again, another wonderful result for you. And not the first of many to come, the fourth of many to come, I would say. And we look forward to seeing you in the future races. As long as you don't come near me in the Clios, it's absolutely fine.
Yes, thanks a lot, and congrats to Jesper and everyone in the league. It was a really great experience, and I'm looking forward to next season.
Excellent. Thank you very much, William. Chris Butcher, you seem to have one of the scrappiest second places in your grasp I've ever seen you have earlier in the race, and then that pit stop.
Yeah, I just can't stop those mistakes, can I?
What happened? Did you miss your pit stop, then reverse and get some damage, and then it did the repair damage trick on you? Is that what happened?
Exactly that. Yeah. Do you know, I wasn't paying attention. I was contemplating mediums to try for the fastest lap. We
were asking about that actually in the broadcast.
It was pretty much sealed, and I thought, yeah, I'll have a crack at that, and was going way too hot into my pit box, and there's no way I could have gone around because I'd have run out of fuel that lap. And then backing it in, smashed the wall, and it reset the damage thing, and there you go, 43-second pit stop.
You managed to fight your way back to third position, though. It's another podium for you. But just sum up the season. There's just been. It's kind of a season that could have been.
Yeah, I think I've proved that I've got the pace, but the issues just still the little mistakes and technical issues with pedals and what have you. There's been a few ups and downs, like taking Jesper out at Sebring and getting that penalty
twice.
But, yeah, it doesn't really matter because he won the title anyway.
Yeah, that's very true. Yes. That's not the way we look at it, Chris.
I'm happy with it. I wanted a top 3 in the standings, and I've done it. Unfortunately, since kind of Greg stopped racing, it kind of sealed it. Really, I could have DNF'd from this race, I think, and still had third.
But it's another podium result in the WTM overall, and that's a great achievement.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a big achievement. And Chris, one thing I do keep saying that I really think that if you can just get these little problems and mistakes behind you, I do think you're capable of winning a championship in Touring Pro Series. And I really do wish you the best of luck in coming seasons, because it just seems it's like one.
I don't.
Yeah, well, we all know how you feel, Ryan. Sandpaper.
Well, he's in Clios. I don't want him to win the Clios.
Hey man, he's got a good shot.
I've
already seen it.
That's my win, man.
Well done today, Chris, for the third place. Sorry, and look forward to seeing your race again on next Wednesday in the Clios.
Yeah, thanks very much. I just want to say very quickly as well, congrats to William. You drove a flawless race, really, and thoroughly deserve the second place. Congrats to Jesper and everybody that managed to get some points in the season as well. I think that's no mean feat, really.
No, with the top 20 only getting points, sometimes it's actually pretty difficult with the big fields that we have, especially at the start of the season when we have 35, 40 drivers racing. So thank you for that, Chris.
And especially to you as well, Ryan, for organising all this.
Oh, no problem. It's easy. I just write some stuff and talk. I was taught that at school. Evo, we move on to you, and this is the first time we've actually spoken to you this season, and it comes after your self-imposed break, and you come back and get a fourth place. It's probably your best. I think it's your best result in TPS history.
First, congrats to Jesper also. I think last season I also got fourth after the penalties, but
well, that doesn't count. That's cheating.
But this one is better. I agree.
Yes.
But the race itself was more difficult today. Didn't really get into the groove and everything, but still very happy with fourth.
It was great to see you come back and take that fourth position. I mean, you almost got that podium, that elusive first podium.
I dreamt of it a little bit, but I saw Chris pitting, and then he closed off very quick and passed Gary, I believe, very fast. And then I knew that third place was gone. So fourth is still okay.
There's always further seasons, and it's great to see you back in, because obviously you're a great supporter of the TPS leagues, and we love to have you racing, because you're always a clean racer and always very solid indeed, always there in that top 6 or 7 drivers, and we've missed you, dude.
Yeah, welcome back, Evo. It was good to see you.
Like I said to Ryan, I did miss Bathurst, so.
Yes, you did. Yes, of course. Yeah. And we're going to have a quick chat with one of the drivers who doesn't get much of the limelight, Mr. Jeff Dobbing. We talked to him more if he wasn't such a Geordie. But he's had a very solid season so far, haven't you, Jeff? And picked up the points in plentiful supplies at certain races, especially at Potrero. Just describe how that race and how your season has gone as a whole, I guess.
It's been a hard season for me in the Super. I feel the track list did suit the power cars a little bit, but I knew the track list to start the season and knew when I picked the car, so that's my own fault. Struggled with the Super this season, but great car to drive, can't fault it. It's really turns in well, and it's just struggles on the straights. But today the race, not a bad race. I was in 13th, 14th place, having a good battle with Ricardo, and I got a drive-through for holding up Chris Butcher. So I decided to take it on the very last lap, but unfortunately it's dropped me down a full lap. So I might want to look at that on replay.
I will, because the finish line is just at the start of the pit lane, isn't it? So it would have thought that you wouldn't take any penalty at all.
So I'll look at that later. But good season.
What's your highlight of the season?
It's got to be Potrero. I think 9th place finish, top 10. It's they're very hard to come by for me. So
You've been improving non-stop, I think, throughout the last couple of seasons. So we look forward to seeing you in future leagues. And thanks for racing with us, Jeff. And
well done, everybody.
Well done to everybody. Thank you for all of you for entertaining us, not only today but over the last 4 months since the start of November. So it's been a roller coaster ride, Keith.
Yes, it has. I'm honestly, it gets better and better. I don't know how you feel, Ryan, but I think every time we get a chance to put one of our leagues on air, it's getting better. The broadcasts are getting more entertaining. We're kind of coming into our own a little bit and finding our niche in this whole big world of sim racing that's out there. I did want to, just before I forget, to just throw a big thanks out to Carl Rodsep, who did play the game to win the iHUD. I've sent him his code, and also to Dave Simmons, who has won himself an R Factor 1-year license. So I'll be sending him off the code, and also thanks to him for creating those driver profiles for the Clio Euro Series, which I will use in the broadcast. So if anyone who's listening is in the Clio Euro Series and would like a driver profile done, Dave Simmons has offered that up, and you can get him on the race department forums. But race department's a big thanks too, Ryan. Maybe you can throw something to them.
Yeah, I was just about to go through all the these things take a lot of work, and people think, just one person organises it, but it isn't just one person organises it, Keith. Obviously you're here with me as well, and people often take part in the assessing the penalties, for example. But we always forget about the people who actually make the mod, Keith. Without the mod, we have no racing. Without the tracks, we have no racing. So,
for sure,
big thanks to the TCL team and the people who tested it and created the sounds. And everybody who took part in that, and the people who created tracks like VLM for Sebring. And I'm just going to quickly go through these, Keith, because they deserve it, because they spent thousands of hours for us to enjoy, like an hour's broadcast on them. So, Carrera 4 for Spa, Virginia created by Tantra. Salzburg Ring, Com8, and Norris Ring Com8 also as well. We know how good he is at creating tracks. Lusitano also Tantra. Pedro de los Fuenes created by Taz, and of course, last but not least, Mount Panorama, the OR7 version, created by Stuart Griffiths and Neil Fagney. And of course, we've got all the organisations that support us as well. We've got MultiBC, of course, who put on our broadcasts. We've got TeamSpeak that we use, just free of charge. We don't even think about it. And we've got everybody who writes articles, everybody who races. We've got Danny who does website, who does the weekly.
Touring Pro Series Weekly.
Exactly. We've got Tim who does the website. We've got Evo who helps out with all the administrative help with it as well, advice. Toby also helps with that sort of thing.
Toby with commentating.
Exactly.
Honestly, the list
goes on.
It goes on and on. It's a big production.
SimSync Pro, for example, who make our lives so much easier.
Yes.
With their wonderful program. We've got Yari with his video highlights that he does for us. And of course, we've got yourself, Keith, who tolerates my company for a couple of hours every couple of Wednesday nights, and we try to put on as good a show as we can.
Well, that's the whole idea, and we both have the same idea. We're kind of the odd couple, but I think people are enjoying our broadcast more and more. We keep getting more and more feedback, and like one thing we always say is, if you do have a suggestion, just please leave it with us. We'd love to hear them. I know I got a bunch of suggestions from Ray Lilly. We are looking into them. It's just right now at the moment we are literally going.
flat out.
Full speed, flat out. So if a suggestion's there and we don't really get a chance to maybe try it, work with it, it's not that we're just forgetting about it. We've taken it in, but we're just trying to just keep our head above water with what we're doing. And I did just want to mention also that we have the broadcast for the Clio Euro Series coming up next Wednesday at the exact same time as World Touring Masters. It's going to basically replace World Touring Masters as our schedule. It'll be at Autumn Ring for the second round, where William Levesque has the championship lead headed into the second round. Our man Ryan Callan here, who's here, will be racing as well. And then the Friday of next week, we'll be headed to Laguna Seca for the fifth round of the American Touring Car Championship, where I will be competing and Ryan will be commentating. So it's a big family affair here.
Hopefully.
And Toby will be,
yes, unless it's in Rome, of course. But it's a big happy family, Keith. We all race together, we all commentate together, and we all,
absolutely.
We slag each other off when we're behind closed doors, of course. But,
well, and the other big thing is we are trying to expand our family, and I know I've been in talks with a couple of places, but we did have Viper Technology in the house tonight to watch the race. Hopefully they watch the whole way through, but we are actively seeking sponsors, partners to join us in Touring Pro Series, because we feel we put on something that isn't really offered anywhere else. Something that is very unique, very niche, and we have a very good following. So
yeah, and where else you get to listen to Keith Barrick's dulcet tones?
Exactly. Or
only
or
at
listen
TPS.
To me screaming book
exclusive.
It or unbook it. It's a TPS exclusive. But if you yourself are watching and you're interested in approaching to partner or sponsor Touring Pro Series, please get in touch with us through the forum.
Not just companies. Anybody who wants to help out.
Anybody who'd like to help out.
Help out with media, videos, pictures, screenshots, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Whatever you feel you've got a skill in. Please do contact us, because we want to be expanding further and further. I mean, we missed a couple of people out, Keith. I mean, I was going to mention it right at the end, but you interrupted me very rudely. Quick mention, of course, to Live Races, who put on our live timing, and they do that again. That's free of charge, of course. And you do remember to donate to that sort of thing as well, because people, spend their thousands of hours writing the code, and for you to benefit from all, it's very pretty as well, isn't it, Keith?
It is
but of course, last but not least, the biggest supporters of Touring Pro Series, race department.
Yes.
Without race department, without the bases that we had at the first place, without their forums, we wouldn't be here today. So the biggest thanks go out to race department, all the administrators there, Bram Hengeveld, Dave Stevenson, Eric Kaczmarek, Jose Estrada.
Yes.
So they've all played big roles in where we are today, and we can't thank them enough, can we, Keith?
No, they're the foundation that we've built this off of, and we will be forever grateful, and we will always be at Race Department as long as we're welcome, because Race Department is the home of Touring Pro Series. Simple as that. And Touring Pro Series is a big. We feel we're a big part of Race Department, and we try to be as beneficial to the Race Department, to the people who race at Race Department as well, providing a clean racing environment, very fair. That's kind of the whole basis we're built off of, and allowing the racers of Race Department have the opportunity to race in Touring Pro Series. So big thanks. Can't thank them enough.
Okay, I think all that's left to do is thank the viewers. And
thank the viewers, and play the intro video one last time.
Play the intro video one last time. Enjoy this. The music's pretty epic, and enjoy this music this video for one last time, because you will not see it on a broadcast for a good while yet, but we'll see you in a week's time when we're at the Clio Euro Series. Well, I won't see you. Well, you'll be seeing me, unfortunately. You'll be watching me.
Maybe in post race, Ryan. Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah, let's hope I actually don't crash this time. And many thanks to Keith, of course, for commentating with me, and thank you to all of you for viewing. And we hope to see you next week for some more action from Touring Pro Series. It's the end of one chapter, but the beginning of plenty of others. So thanks to you.